I saw Free Guy.
I saw that the other night too. That was very good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I liked it a lot. What do you think?
I wanted to see Shang-Chi, but the theaters were all packed, and I was like, "Oh, Free Guy's only got like a dozen people in the theater. Perfect."
Yeah.
I thought it was good. It was entertaining, and I love Ryan Reynolds. So
Sounds like someone's trying to
Who's
deal
got a-
in somewhere. I'm hearing a
I don't
continuous
think it's me.
ringtone.
Yeah. Who's got like Facebook Messenger calling them?
oh, Greg is trying to call me.
Not me.
Saying Greg is trying to call him.
It says I'm trying to call you.
It said I canceled, but
Oh no. Apparently I was trying to video chat Joe. I didn't know how the hell that was happening. All right. Well, you know. Oh, we're not officially starting yet. We're waiting on Lauren, and we're waiting up. And Paulie, let me get you in here. But we're waiting on Lauren, and we're waiting on Seth to get all patched in. So I'm just thinking we'll drop the cover photo for the moment, just so we can all hang out.
Seth, do you need anything we can do to assist you, Mr. Hansen?
Just jump in. Although I realized, I was so spoiled by everything with the stream that I'm like, oh, I don't need headphones. I don't have any headphones, so I'm gonna go and see if I got any in my car.
Oh, you know what? If you got Bluetooth syncability, I got you right here.
Sure. Yes, that is a thing that I
I
have.
think these are
how do you guys like my new shirt that my dad got me?
Would that be easier?
Check out those corgis.
Oh, dude, Corky's
Is there a
here.
wire?
Today.
No, it's Bluetooth.
Okay, I thought it was a wire. I was gonna say.
You're gonna have to sync it, and which means I'm going to have to unsync it to whatever device tries to go to on my end.
Sync it real good.
He said,
Real good.
sure, maybe it's that.
Sync it real good.
All right, well, we'll be getting everything rolling here in a couple of minutes. I already see people trickling onto the stream. Good evening, folks. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're all doing all right. Give us a shout out. Let us know where you're calling in from or where you're watching from this evening.
I officially start the new job tomorrow.
Congratulations, buddy.
Bought
Very
some
cool.
fancy suits, polished my shoes.
Nice.
Oh, that's right.
You're
You're
going
like
to
a
that
super
shirt you got on
executive
now,
now.
Joe?
I gotta be fancy. I'm going to Beverly Hills, guys. Like in the
You
movie,
don't get any fancier than a corgi shirt. I think that's how you should say
right?
it.
This is what I'm gonna show up in.
It's a power move.
We're in Beverly Hills.
It's right across the street from WME on Wilshire.
Cool.
So,
Pronounced Wilshire.
Wilshire,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilshire Boulevard.
not
Wilsh-
Wilshire. The Shire.
Wilshire. Wilshire is how token nerds pronounce it. It's Wilshire.
Wilshire Wales.
You know, Joe, you could also go downtown LA to the Garment District where there's a bunch of great suit spots down there where usually for like an extra $30 you can get them personally adjusted. And a lot of those suits are like $200 to $300 and they're great.
I got a couple of people suggested places downtown, and I ended up going one closer to me originally. So, but yes, if I need more suits, I've only got 2.
Yeah.
I don't have a sense of like the dress code. Like my boss was like, dress how you want to be perceived, and I'm like, all right, well, first day showing up in a suit, and then we'll just get a lay of the land. If the lay of the land is like business casual, then we're going to super fancy jeans and dress shirts. If it's business, then it's business. And I'll go buy some more suits.
You're the boss. Show up in my plate mail and see where that gets you.
Do what?
Show up in my plate mail and see where that gets you.
Ooh.
I mean, I can
I'll
go
get
you
you
automatically
fitted
right there.
tomorrow.
Not on the first day. Not on the first day. That you don't want to lean too hard into your nerdiness right off the bat.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't lean into it, just not on the first day.
100%.
Prep them. Get them to know you, and then just come in full plate. Chain, whatever you prefer.
Wear full plate for casual Fridays.
I mean, that's legit in my book, man.
You just got to find at least one or two other guys to do it, and then it's like, wait, who didn't get the memo?
This is how I hang out on the weekends, even in the summer.
Yeah.
I can take the keys.
They have a costume contest in the office. That's what I did back in Massachusetts.
That's when you wear a suit.
And I wore my plate mail suit. Yeah.
No,
And I won.
that was your business attire.
Landslide victory. Couldn't get any work done because you can't type with metal gauntlets on. It's okay.
Hey, Greg, remind me, do you follow wrestling?
Decently so. I did not watch All Out last night, but I know everything that happened. I thought that was like.
I didn't watch it either, but I was trying to look at highlights on Reddit, but they cleaned most of the videos off within an hour of them being posted. But
Oh, sure, but if you just go on Facebook, they have all the highlights on the AEW page.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might be the first. I don't know if I don't know how, but I would be willing to pay money to go back and actually watch that. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you could find all the highlights there without having to pay for it. Not that I advocate that, but I mean, they're putting it out there publicly themselves. So, have we heard from Lauren? Do we have her tonight, or is she? Otherwise,
I saw a post that she wasn't going to be.
All right. Well, let's just ping her real quick. We got about 5 minutes before we really get rolling.
She was like, I do not approve of killing off fellow PCs. I'm out, guys.
Oh, Lord.
Bridge too far, guys. Bridge too far. Sure, he was a dick. Sure, he was a were-rat, but god damn it.
He was our dickish where-rat.
He was our crazy-ass were-rat Dragonborn.
I'm disappointed we never got any fan art with you like that, So that was that would have been amazing, because we never quite figured out what a Dragonborn were-rat, what they look like exactly. Well,
I think it's right. It's a Dragonborn, and then you're just along. I feel like maybe you're just along. You're stretching everything, and you've got tufts of hair sticking out from the.
I think all of a sudden you just turn into a really friggin' huge were-rat.
Yeah, except for the fact that with humans they kind of turn like there's no like.
Right, the skin can just grow more hair.
Like.
Well, what happens to the skin? It's just like skin, right? I mean, we don't.
But scales beat the scales. Scales is like an armor plating.
We don't have a natural AC, so I mean that's just sort of our skin that flows.
Yeah. How about
magic.
that?
Wow. I mean that's
okay.
Yeah, put scales on that.
I like that it has a sword hand.
Yeah. Looks like a nasty friggin' kukri in his hand. Yeah. All right. Oh, Otto's here tonight. Good evening, sir. How are you, buddy? Hey, by the way, Blake, I'm going to be in Boston from the 20th to the 23rd. So I'm trying to get to the Sox games. But if people are around for lunch one day, holler at me. I know that lunch during the week is always tricky, but I'm going to be downtown. So give me a holler. And yes, this is what we have found here for where Dragonborn were-rat. Maybe. Let's take a look. Maybe. It's good to see people logging on tonight. All my Facebook folks have disappeared, but we're picking up folks on Twitch, which is good. This is the reason why we always give everybody a few minutes to get settled in, grab a beverage of your choice, whether it be cold or hot.
Or both. Why not?
Or, yeah, I mean, why not both? I literally have it, so, So, yeah, I think we'll give Lauren another minute or two here. I'm wondering if she's got something work-related. I might just be completely forgetting. I'll tell you one thing. Ever since Fringe ended, my brain has kind of gone on vacation a little bit. It's been so difficult to try and get motivated to do any sort of mental labor or physical labor for that matter, just with just the sheer levels of exhaustion. And we only had half a dozen shows this year. If this was years prior, we'd have 22, 23 shows just in one venue, sometimes up to 3 venues. It's like, that's a lot. But with putting the streaming in this time around got really exhausting. So
from my end, it was very easy.
I bet. Commute,
a little bit of a bear, but
yeah. Well, we definitely missed having you out here this year, buddy. Has anybody done anything with your musical since it was at Fringe?
I have not, because I was in the band and therefore never had to write out all the music. We just taught the band what I was playing. But I just had a meeting, Greg, a couple days ago with Tibbetts Opera House, which is the second oldest theater in all of Michigan. It was built in the 1800s, and it seats 550 people.
Okay, mid-sized house.
It's awesome. It used to seat 1,000, but that's because in the 1800s people were skinny and didn't have McDonald's, so they put in wider seats.
They were fine being packed in like sardines.
Yeah, back before fire codes were a thing, you know.
But one of my professors from college he saw this play the first time it was performed in Michigan and really liked it, and is now on the board of this theater. So we're working on it. It'd be pretty cool to see it in that size space.
Absolutely, man. Well, I hope you get that.
Thank you.
I'm hoping in October when Anton is down to do a table read of, hopefully by then our one act will be done, of the Tale of Rumple Foreskin, the true telling of what happened with Mr. Rumpelstiltskin and Alisoon.
Ooh, let Tara in if you can.
Yeah.
Is she in? There she is.
I'm in. Hello.
So,
you had me at the title, Paul.
Yeah.
It might change.
Well, you know, we've got I've got a space where you guys can do a reading, and I know plenty of actors. I know you do too, but I know plenty of actors.
I was just saying, you know, I would imagine this will be there.
Yeah. So I'm very, very, very excited to start getting back into that kind of stuff. And if you guys want to talk about Fringe for next year.
Well, I was going to say, one of the goals is to have it here at Fringe next year. So I'm just starting to put it out there, like trying to start a timeline. I mean, we are in the winningest venue of Fringe 2021.
You guys actually are. That's the crazy thing.
Wow.
We had the best in drama, we had the best musical, and we had the best comedy all here. And the Fringe first winner and the Fringe digital innovation winner, which I didn't even realize was going to be an award this year. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, kind of crazy. So yeah, three of our shows did it real big, and then we had a couple of.
It's a beautiful playhouse.
Isn't that crazy?
A couple of pick Fringe noms. Yeah.
Greg.
Yes, sir.
Can you see my screen?
I can indeed. I'm gonna blow you up here real quick. Well, not now. It's Nate's space. But
that's all right. Anyway, that's the space.
Beautiful space.
Yeah. In the 60s, like for a decade, it was just they bricked it up because they wanted to put like in a movie theater and just put a marquee on front. And then like 50 years later, they found the original photo of what it used to look like and excavated it. And like an archaeologist worked with them to like dig it out. And they were like, why would you cover this up?
Yeah, why?
Because it's the 60s, and that's when people ruined everything.
I was seeing a video the other day, which I think is very divisive for most people. It was even the title was like, I know this will make some people upset. This woman was painting the inside of a raw timber, like polished timber forest house, and basically painting all of the walls except for the roof white to accent the forest outside. And I was like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? It's like people who are painting masonry and brick insides of houses and the outsides now. This whole trend to paint them white, like natural stone and brick. And it's like,
dude, no.
It's like people who get rid of like old hardwood flooring and cover it with carpet. And
right.
I can't. Like if I found old hardwood flooring in any place I live, I would just uncover that.
There are these amazing things. They're called carpets.
Yeah.
And you get some nice ones. You can change them out, do them seasonally.
Rugs.
Rugs.
They're called rugs.
Yeah.
And they are smaller than wall to wall.
Right. Well, isn't it a magic carpet, which is a type of rug? So they can, I'm not saying wall-to-wall carpeting.
Yeah.
I'm saying rugs, carpets.
Right. I understand exactly where you're coming from on this, because when I moved into the house that I bought, they had the original hardwood floor covered up by a puke green carpet that was loosely tacked on all edges. So we removed all of that, refinished it, and restained it, and now we have the original hardwood floor in our bedroom.
And we were like, "Congratulations, babe! We just increased the value of our house $20,000."
Like for real though. Well,
Wow.
it wouldn't.
You did though. You really did.
It wouldn't be game night if we didn't start off with 10 or 15 minutes of bullshit and catching up. Thank you all, everybody here.
Specifically about real estate.
That's right.
Well, it's like when I have my producers league meetings on Wednesdays. I'll sit around and bullshit with a couple of the members beforehand, and we'll talk baseball. Which we're all theater producers, so it's like this is when the theater nerds get all jocular. So, but anyhow, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Greg, and I am your dungeon master this evening. Welcome to, we're back on the normal track. Welcome to episode 40 of Brutes in the Shackled City. We're not quite back on the main plot line yet, but we should be back there by after the break tonight. At least I hope so.
Let's see if we can turbo there.
We have a few loose ends to tie up after the last week. I mean, we only have our first PC death that we have to resolve, like actual PC death, not just Dreamland PC death. I'm not hand waving any shit away this time. We're glad to have you guys here. Like I said, my name is Greg, and I'm a professional dungeon master with Mastermind Adventures. You can book me to run a game like this for you and your friends. I have my West Marches campaign is resuming in October. I'm not taking any bookings right now in September because I'm setting up for the big relaunch in October of Secrets of the Barrow Maze. This is a West Marches campaign, so that means it's a pool of up to 50 people. It's a persistent world campaign. You can book me whenever you get a table together, whenever you've got a table together and assembled. You let me know what you want to do. I've got a giant 300 plus room mega dungeon for you to go explore. And this is brought, the Barrow Maze is old school style. So the old school revolution, as it were, old school Renaissance, the OSR movement. In other words, bring your 10-foot pole and be ready for save or death spells. This is a no mercy kind of campaign. And let me tell you, as we come back, all of my dice rolls as the Dungeon Master will be in the open, and you will know the HP totals, and you will know the ACs of the monsters that you are facing. These are new open rules that I'm instituting. These are actually rules that exist in the West Marches style campaigns. I have been very lenient about that in the past, but no, we're going hardcore on this shit. So if I roll a crit on you, you're soaking up a crit. Sorry, I'm not going to be nice about that anymore. So this is one of those where the risk is real. Bring backup characters. I have a whole virtual wall that I'm building of all the people who have ever ventured into the Barrow Maze. And I want to put a lot more X's through player names. So we're going to have the bodies are going to start hitting the floor here. I'm very, very excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. This is going to be one of those where where even if you play smart, and even if you play well, you're probably going to die. So just be ready. And then also I'm going to be once again doing my Halloween broadcast. I'm bringing back what I did last year. We will be doing Strahd Must Die Tonight, the original I6 Ravenloft done in one shot in one evening. Last year, the players got so close, and Strahd got away.
Strahd fled like a little bitch.
He did flee like a little bitch because you guys definitely had his ass whooped. But then again, he also triggered the werewolf that was hiding in plain sight. So that was other problems you had to deal with. But my intent this time is to get right to the action, and we're going to see who makes it out alive that night. Will it be Strahd or will it be the players? It's going to be very, very, very exciting. But, one party, one monster, only one will live at the end of the night. That's going to be on Halloween. That's a Sunday this year. I believe that, unfortunately, we have, well, not unfortunately for me, but unfortunately the venue here is booked. So I will be running that one probably all remotely. I'm going to be putting that table together pretty soon. So we'll see who gets in on that. I'm hoping to pull together some interesting surprises and have a blast. Paul played in it last year.
I did.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Yeah. You guys were awesome. You guys were absolutely awesome. So, we got that going on. And, let's go on ahead and get around to introducing the table. Let's talk to Sorry, I'm a little off tonight. I've got to drink more of my coffee here because Fringe was exhausting. It's tough, like recovering from a month of.
Fringe was 2 months ago, Greg.
I still haven't slept. Adam. That's the difference. So but hey, how about we start with your introduction then?
Sure. Hi everyone. I'm Adam. I play Birch, a human druid. And I saw that Mastermind Adventures had almost like an ad. It was like a snapshot of all of us. And I think that was the first time my likeness was, on the Instagram. I think that was the first time my likeness was used. So I'll have my lawyers and my agents and my managers and my people get on the horn right away.
I'll let Kristen know to expect that call. Yeah.
No,
thanks.
please don't. I thought it was great.
Hey, they did put us up. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, she's still plugging us though, even though I haven't actually been an active DM on the roster in 2 months. So God bless Kristen for showing some love and keeping my job open for me to come back to. She's let me take a nice long leave to do Fringe and then get everything set up for my return. I'm very stoked for that. So Kristen, if you're watching tonight, thank you so much. I'll be at the staff meeting on Friday. So awesome, Adam. Thank you for pointing that out. Let's go on ahead and talk to Lauren. How you doing tonight, darling?
Hello, my name's Lauren. I play Tarafirith, the Elven Bard. I have so far no real-world deaths for my character.
Yeah.
Same cannot be said for everyone.
That is true. Ooh. That is true. That I felt the chills just go through here a second ago. Damn.
To be fair, I did not stab the guy. I did not stab Rick.
Yeah, I love how the greatest hazard to the PCs in this campaign isn't the dungeon master or anything that I'm throwing at them. It's each other.
I was not a Brutus. I was not a Cassius.
Yeah, A2 brutes.
That's not a very accurate portrayal, but okay.
I just sat in the back and let it happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, your sin was of inaction. So
yeah.
How you doing, Seth?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm Seth Thygesen. I play Seneca Polaris, and I'm more of Macduff here. Yeah, he was corrupted. Brick was corrupted, and I, being a Tabaxi, not born of a woman, instead born of another Tabaxi, I have elected to kill him as befits my destiny.
I love it. Yeah, that was that you definitely were the mastermind behind this, Cassius. So but let's talk to the one who actually stabbed him from the front. How you doing, Paulie?
I'm doing great. Hi there, I'm Paul Masterson. I play Sir Feldruucan Vorkrist, the golden-scaled Paladin of Helm on the Oath of Vengeance. And, the way that us Dragonborn are raised is tough love. And, when you go astray and you kind of lose your way, you got to have your fellow Dragonborns bring you back into the light, whether it's with a kind word or a silver glaive and a smite. So that's all right. We only killed him a little bit. The plan is to bring him back and bring him back to his old self.
Yeah, that's the plan. But Murphy's laws of combat. No plan ever starts first implementation. Is all I'm saying.
Well, that's a lovely smashing together of many different ideas.
Yeah.
But if nothing, Feldruucan, or I as Feldruucan, I'm persistent. So don't worry.
I mean that's for sure. We had a whole 3-hour Brutes Anatomy marathon last time. Let's see what I make you guys do this time.
You're right, and you fed us this solution from that event.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I got it worked once, but it doesn't mean it'll work again. Maddie, how you doing, bud?
I'm actually really fantastic tonight.
Yeah?
I play Greysoul. I'm the party healer / schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And why I'm especially excited for this episode is because in between episodes, we have little group discussions about kind of where things are going and what happened. And as our viewers may know, I'm always lobbying to get a lightsaber.
God damn it.
Greg finally agreed.
He did.
Give me a lightsaber this episode. So I'm excited to see how that's going to happen.
On Facebook.
You got a screen grab of that? I do have a screen grab that I will share.
Wait.
That's right, Greg.
What did I agree to?
See, our friend Seth was unsure if we were playing in the space tonight because we had a little back and forth on that, and I answered that.
Oh, fuck you.
I answered yes, you were. And that it was a very special episode.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Because as you can see here, I will get a non-needful things-esque lightsaber.
Oh, you edited that comment.
And
you
then
twat.
it doesn't say edited there. That's just the screenshot. And then down here, what Matt said.
Oh.
So for those of you that aren't familiar with needful things, it's kind of like, hey, you can have whatever you want, but it's
Yeah,
going to ruin your
no,
life. So, lightsaber coming to a dungeon near you.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna give you your lightsaber. I'll give you your. Yeah. You want it? Okay. Be careful what you wish for, homie. All right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Turn it on.
Nate, how you doing, man? So if Feld stabs a PC from the front, you can always count on Nate to do it from behind. So.
Well, first of all, I was threatened by Brick, not because he's a were-rat, because he had excellent planning and execution of a rival.
That is true.
And that's threatening. If you can do that to some other guy, you can do that to me.
Thanks, buddy.
You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And
So-
yeah, I play a rogue, obviously.
Yeah. So yeah, you play Lorenzo, and Lorenzo, you totally got your you totally got your Brutus on the other night, you know. So made a pincushion happen. That was pretty impressive. Problem is, Brick saw you. So if he ever comes back, I just hate to be on the wrong end of that.
I have backup characters.
All right. And speaking of the fallen, the deceased, the dearly departed, how you doing tonight, Joe?
I'm good. I'm Joe McMahon. I'm playing the corpse of Brick. I too out of game have been doing research. So one of the fun things about getting bitten by a were-rat is it changes your alignment. So I was neutral good originally, and I switched over to lawful evil. And
you played that beautifully, I might add. I mean,
so I did some research. I Googled a couple sites, and it seems like everything that happened last session would be in line with Brick being lawful evil. So really the only question is, how does he react to being killed by Feld and Lorenzo? So we'll find out. But worst case scenario, I got a backup character, but I think if Brick is given the opportunity, he is willing to come back, though someone will be murdered down the line, and it's not Feld. So, we'll see how this works out.
Yeah,
So
now you're wishing you were still translucent, huh?
No, I'm perfectly happy with the way my stats are right now.
Copy that.
I guess, wouldn't part of the question be with lawful evil that you don't tolerate weakness, and so couldn't one only blame themselves?
Well, that's right. So that's part of the thing. Like, I don't, being lawful evil, I don't help out the weak, right? Like, I don't give a crap about it. Like, you're either strong or you die, right? But I take exception to being backstabbed. I don't think that's a sign of weakness. I mean, perhaps
sometimes you just got to cut a bitch because, you know, if they start acting a fool, you just got to put them in the
So-
You did fail to recognize the high sign that I gave him, where moments later I hit you from the front.
Well,
Yeah,
but
anyway.
he blew his spell check in spectacular.
We'll see if we can go 2 for 2 in raising the dead.
We'll see.
I think this one should be easier.
Well, with that, gentlemen, everybody in the room here, do me a favor, take a walk for about 5 minutes. Yeah, you heard me. Go out back, have a smoke, have a drink. You know me, I do. I will come and get you. Okay.
This is exciting and new.
Lauren, Adam, I'm gonna put you guys in the waiting room for a little bit. Okay. So we will. I got to turn everybody else off here real quick.
Now, will we still be able to see the stream if we're in the waiting room?
I have no idea, but if
Because
you
that's
can.
usually what happens when I'm in the waiting room.
Oh, don't tell me that. This is all got to be. I want there to be suspense. I want there to be like drama.
Well, then just turn down the volume then.
Turn down the volume. Go take a walk, and we'll, or just mysteriously be ready when I'm ready to bring you guys back on. But we'll be back.
Send a message when you're ready.
I'll put a message in the private chat or something, or in the Facebook. Okay. All right. How you doing, bud?
I'm as Brick, I'm a little pissed.
As Brick, you're fucking dead.
Well, yeah, but his last thoughts before passing over was motherfucker. Now, you had mentioned that I saw Lorenzo. Did I actually see him, or do I just know that I got stabbed in the back by someone and I can probably make an
No, he botched his stealth check. So you actually saw him rush at you, and the thing is, his higher initiative allowed him to actually get the attack off without any sort of reaction. But he stabbed you right in the kidney with that silver dagger. And then Feld finished you off with that glaive.
Well, and as I mentioned last episode, the issue wasn't that I had a lower initiative to Lorenzo. It's that I didn't use my luck ability to reroll to be higher than Feld, because Feld's the one who actually killed me.
Yeah, that is true.
It's probably best for the team that I didn't have a chance to respond. So it is what it is. Water under the bridge.
Yeah. So what you remember is motherfucker. And you feel everything, you feel your legs go slack. You feel everything go dark around you. And you feel progressively colder and colder as the life drains from your body. And you remember hitting the ground. And you remember darkness. I'm adjusting my headset because I can hear them bullshitting outside. So hold on a second. I'm trying to immerse myself. It's weird. You remember being inside when you died. So the sensation of grass on your prone form is very unexpected. And while it was a dark, quiet night in a poorly lit room, as you were in Lorenzo's foyer, now the sunlight feels almost oppressive. You can feel the light burning through your eyelids. And you remember thinking that you don't remember thinking anything at all, as a matter of fact. You wake up in a rolling grass-covered field, the hot sun of the day beating down on you. And you sit up, and the air is cool, and it's quiet. Well, look who's here. Didn't expect to see you anytime soon.
Do I recognize the voice? I look around to find the source of the voice.
You turn, you sit up and turn around, and there's a fellow Black Dragonborn wearing the colors of Black Fang. You recognize him. You recognize him not just as a fellow member of your company, but as a member of your own brood, your own blood, a member of your own clutch.
Is this Giltash?
Yeah. Is this Brick?
Hilarious. Where am I dead?
Yeah. Don't worry, so are we.
Where am I?
I think they call this the Fields of Elysium. Final resting place we always wanted to achieve. What happened to you?
Well, good news. I killed the man responsible for killing our entire mercenary squad, so you can hopefully rest a little more peacefully knowing that vengeance has been served. Unfortunately, I got betrayed by my friends and murdered because apparently they disagreed with my methods. They disagreed with my choices. So here I am. Could be worse, I suppose.
Could be.
You said everybody's here? I don't see anybody else but you.
That'll come in time. That'll come in time.
So what now?
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, brother.
So you died for us, huh?
Not. I mean, I would have been happy to. I was able to kill Taskerhill without any problem. I died after the fact.
Yeah.
I thought I got killed by you. You remember Feld from War College?
Oh, the fucking gold scale with a pole arm up his ass. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. He. I mean, he wasn't the first to strike. I had some fucking rogue stab me in the back, but Feld took the killing blow, which wouldn't have thought he'd have done it, but I'm sure he felt that he was doing the right thing, but it rankles more than a little bit.
Sure. What'd you do? You said that they didn't approve of your methods. What'd you do?
So I hunted this guy Taskerhill down to this city. Sort of met up with Feld and a couple other people. We sort of created a group, called ourselves the Brute Squad, doing good. And in doing that, at some point, I got bit by a were-rat. And by the time I realized what had happened, it's too late to do anything. But upside is I gained a new weapon in my arsenal. At first, I couldn't control the changes. Ended up killing a couple folks, all bad guys though, so that worked out pretty well. But with time, I actually was able to control these new powers, and it's amazing. Like I was taking little to no damage. My strength was tenfold. It was amazing, and I used that to my advantage, and it's the reason why I was able to kill Taskerhill. But my compatriots didn't agree with me hiding that fact from them. They didn't agree with me using what they would consider innocence to achieve my goal. Yeah, and they killed me for it.
Damn, that's harsh.
But I killed him. Taskerhill is dead. So.
And then you died for it. You died because
I died as a result of my actions. They murdered me. But the important thing is Taskerhill is dead.
Can I ask you a dumb question?
We got nothing but time.
What do you think that matters to us?
That you've been avenged?
Still dead. Still dead, man. We're still at peace. You know, we're dead either way. You killed this guy to avenge us. And I'm not saying to go out and resurrect us or anything else like that. I mean, we're all pretty content to be here. You know, but we all got into this business knowing that there's one way out.
Yeah, but this is bullshit, man. I mean,
I know.
Falling in battle is one thing. Falling in battle is one thing, right? We weren't even given a chance to fight fairly. They slaughtered us.
I know.
It's fucking bullshit, man. Like I honestly, I'm glad to know there's an afterlife. I'm glad to know that you guys are doing well. You know, if it doesn't matter to you, well, it mattered to me. I wasn't gonna live with that shit wandering around, having killed all of you. Wasn't gonna do it. If this is the price that I paid to kill him, so be it. I'm with you guys now. I'm fine. This is fine. I'm fine. What?
Yeah, brother, I know you're not fine. I know you're not fine with this. And you know what else I know? I know you're not supposed to be here yet.
Yeah, no shit.
Look.
What are we gonna do, right? They spent. So
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Hang out with you guys for the rest of eternity.
You're not supposed to be here. Okay? You're not supposed to be here.
No, Feld shouldn't have killed me.
No,
they shouldn't have killed me.
No, you got yourself killed, you fucking idiot. Okay? Avenging us in some noble idea that killing the guy who killed us was going to make any sort of difference to us in the afterlife. Don't make this about anything other than what it is. You felt guilty, you fucking survived. But you know what? You survived. And it was your job at that point to keep on fucking living for the rest of us. To keep on getting through and remembering us and building up a new Black Fang, maybe laying down your sword and beating it into plowshares. But living so our memories lived on. And instead, you went off, you fucking got a bunch of people killed, and you avenged the guy that killed us. Great. Because now you're fucking dead too, and you got yourself there. Just like we did. We got ourselves killed. All right? We all knew the risks when we signed up for this job. Brick, I love you. I love you. And I'm so glad to see you. But I never wanted to see you like this. Look. Don't feel bad about the fact that you're the one that made it out. It could have been any of us. Okay? Could have been any of us. You lived, we didn't. That's okay. You're going to get a second chance. Don't fuck that one up.
What? What?
What? You don't think that your friends aren't going to be trying to bring you back now?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Look.
Well, no. That's fine. At least they're using it on someone useful this time. They brought back some guy who makes bacon.
I know.
Helm.
Yeah, of course we know. He came here.
What?
He came here when he was dead.
He wasn't a warrior. He didn't fight a glorious battle. He got murdered by some vampire. How did he make it here?
You didn't see how he died.
Brutally. That's not a no. This is a reward for those who
demonstrate valor. Brother Rufus tried to turn the vampire with everything in his heart and his will, and he nearly did. He nearly did. He mustered up every bit of his being, and when he could not turn that monster beheaded him for it. But he threw his entire heart and soul into one act of valor to try and turn that beast away from destroying the church and killing all of you. And in that one moment, he died a hero. The gods saw fit to put him here. So you know what? He makes good fucking bacon. I'll tell you that.
He does make good fucking bacon.
He does make good fucking bacon. All right.
Man, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Look, Do you want to stay here? Because it's your choice if you want to go back or not. But you're the last of us. And you have an opportunity. You're going to have an opportunity to go back. Do you want to stay here or do you want to go? Because I think you've got time flows different here, so I don't know. But you're going to, I don't know if it's going to feel like an eternity from now or in 5 seconds from now, but you're going to have the option. So what do you want?
I can understand what Feld did. I don't agree with it. But he at least had the decency to kill me to my face. I can accept that. He thought he was doing what was right. He was wrong, but I don't know what to do about Lorenzo.
Oh, the guy that was following orders?
The guy who stabbed me in the back because he saw me as a threat?
Under order?
Under whose order?
Don't you? Under Feld's? Come on. Feld saw a wild animal in his midst that he knew had to get put down. You lost your way there for a minute, buddy. You know the captain would have done that to you too if that had been us.
Yeah, that's the captain though, not some fucking backstabbing rogue.
Sure.
Fine. You know what? Look, if
do you want to go back or do you want to stay here?
Yes, I'll go back. Jesus. Yes, every as always, you're right. Everything you said was factual. It's correct. You're right. It's the right choice to make. And I know you're here now, and I know I'm going to come back eventually. So yes, you're right. I should go back. I should build up the black thing again. Man, it's going to suck saying goodbye again, though.
To me?
Yeah.
Don't think of it as goodbye. Think of it as they'll see you soon. With your boy's track record, you'll be back here before you know it.
Can I see any of the other guys before I go back?
We'll get to that. Look. We're fine. And let me tell you, killing Taskerhill didn't do a damn thing for us either way. Stop living for us. You have a chance to go back, and when you go back, you need to not live for us, but you need to live for yourself. We're fine. We'll be here whenever you get here. Okay? Go back. Yeah. Live a good life. Fight hard. Don't lose your heart. We'll see you here.
All right. It's a nice place.
Yeah. You want to know why you can't see everybody else yet?
Because I'm not quite dead?
No, you're fucking dead.
Oh.
You got red in your ledger.
Wait, what?
You got red in your ledger.
What does that mean?
It means that what you did to kill Taskerhill, killing Taskerhill, revenge. Okay, that scale's balanced. But what you did and how you did it, you're never going to make it past this field if you come back here with that red in your ledger. Okay, you won't be able to see everybody else. You'd be stuck out here in eternity.
So
how
do I erase the ledger then?
You got to atone. You got to atone, and I can help you do that.
All right.
Let me tell you, Brick, buddy. You were talking about how being a were-rat made you invincible. You have the heart
of a brute. You have the soul of a brute. You have the hide of a brute. That rage, that fury that burns within your heart, that is what makes you unstoppable. Kindle that. Build that. Learn to control it. Learn to harness it and make it a force for good. You'll be here. But if you don't, they're not going to let you in here. And I don't want to think about what any other place looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're fine. Let us go.
Okay.
Live for you.
So, how do I get out of here?
Don't worry. It'll happen soon enough. But
oh, in the meantime, I should tell you about Sky.
oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've been having some adventures. I don't know what you guys can see from beyond the veil, but
we can see enough.
woo!
Whew. All right. Well,
and I'll just start.
yeah, you just start bullshitting with him. So he, the two of you talk for a while, and he makes it clear that, that you lost your way.
Okay.
And you need to atone. And, yeah, if you want to go back, you have, unlike everybody else in that group, you have a second chance.
Okay.
And basically,
quick question, just sort of background. So these Elysium Fields, is this a sort of Valhalla for a single god, or do like the gods have like a collective afterlife? Is this?
Give me a religion check.
-1.
A 2. You have no fucking idea.
Okay.
And when you ask about it, Giltash says, doesn't matter, you're fucking dead either way.
Fair enough.
All I'm saying is that this can be a hell in its own way if this is all you see from now until the end of time. Get that read out of your ledger, buddy. And let me tell you, something weird is happening, and we can feel it here. You're at the epicenter of something, and it's coming. Be careful.
I will. As much as I am.
I will expect you to show all due care and caution as you are wont to do, my friend. But in the meantime, tell me about your little halfling slam piece. All right, and let me grab. We'll grab everybody else back in. Joe, I'm gonna let's screw with everybody a little bit. I'm gonna take you off stream for a couple of minutes here,
okay.
And we're gonna flip it around. And the next voice that you're gonna hear is gonna be of Father Ike. I'll let you know that. And yeah, we'll see how the resurrection goes. Okay?
All right. Fantastic.
All right.
In a bit.
Taking you off. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me just a couple of moments here. I'm going to bring everybody back online. All right. Let's, hey, Adam, you're back, bud. Let me see if everybody's on Facebook or not. See if somebody brought their phone out. Oh, you know what? I can't get Messenger to start. Hold on a second. I'm just going to grab them. I'll be right back.
Did you cheat? I didn't hear a word.
Come back.
I'm sure it was all about good stuff, right?
All right, so folks, the role of Brick will now be played by Al the Snow Cop.
Oh no.
You know what's funny about that is when I first walked in and I was kind of just setting up and not really looking, is I did think that was Joe for some reason.
Huh, that works out. All right. Oh, where's Nate hiding?
He had to go to the restroom real quick.
Okay, cool. Gentlemen and lady, you all are standing over the corpse of a dead Brick. We are picking up immediately where we left off. What's the plan?
Sorry, I just saw Amazing Otto's comment.
Hey, no, Blake, no. You troll them. You don't troll me. You troll them. All right.
So we're standing over his corpse?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is dead.
Gotcha.
And Matt immediately
Gentle
casts
repose.
Gentle Repose. So now you have a 1 week timeline.
I think, so he's a corpse. I think we need to mend his body to say that that we removed the signs of, well, hold on. Is there anybody else around? Remind me of this space. I want to make sure
You are in Lorenzo's living room.
Right.
And by the way, the dust is still raining down from where the magic missile went up up one end of the ceiling and came down through the other. So there's still debris and shit that kind of like there's a board that kind of falls, and you look down and you can see the smoke coming out of Brick's chest.
I'm not getting my deposit back.
Yeah, no, you're not.
We can mend that.
Yeah. No, that's a little bit beyond mending, but we'll talk about that.
1 square foot at a time, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll talk about. We'll actually get into how a fucking cantrip works later. All right.
I believe we should mend his body, take him to the Temple of Kalimvor. The story is that we got Lord Taskerhill out of the party. Brick was escorting Lord Taskerhill via a route that Taskerhill had prearranged to his backup security. There were other were-rats besetting the streets, and we heard a commotion, and when we got over to Brick, we found his dead form, and Taskerhill was gone. We couldn't find where the were-rats had taken him. Does that sound acceptable?
If we are compelled to be more forthright, this may be problematic for us.
I mean, it's a believable story, but would anybody actually compel us? I mean, we do have some credibility in the city. I think a lot of people, including the leadership, will take our word. Yes, especially since no one has seen Taskerhill since.
Also, in case people have heard, Taskerhill was a very, very bad man who he admitted as much, and Brick's motivation was born out of the slaughter of a whole private army of Dragonborn for coin. Taskerhill and his company used them as pawns to convince a group of dwarves to do business with the Taskerhills, and he showed zero remorse about that. The wholesale slaughter and decimation of good male and female Dragonborn. But I believe our friend Brick has lost his way, and the main thing is getting him cured of this verminthropy, as what it has done to his judgment turned our friend Brick into something other than what he was. Is there anyone who disagrees or anything we need to discuss?
I'm happy to bring Brick back if he's no longer going to be whatever that was. My question is, can we phrase our story in a way that we're not lying? I don't know how good we are at that. I don't know how good we are at negotiating in general. Could we say that Brick was attacked by were creatures, because that's true, and that he killed? I mean, are we pretending Tasker disappeared? What are we doing there?
There is one issue I foresee with this, and specifically, when we bring Brick back, it is entirely possible, and in fact, I should say likely, that his story will not conform to ours. We have been in situations before where Brick has been indelicate in the way that he has expressed himself. And so, if we say that Brick was the last person to see Taskerhill alive, we place the burden on him telling the story of what happened next. And I'm sure that he will be happy to divulge all of it, even if he sees what we did in a positive light.
I mean, they're never going to find his body, right? I mean,
No.
We're better off saying that we rescued him from the building and we don't know. That's not a very good job of protecting him if we lost him. But
I think keeping the story nice and simple of Brick was taking Taskerhill to his guards, and that we saw him alive, and that we heard a commotion, and that when we found the commotion, Taskerhill was not there, and Brick had been deathly wounded. And that is what we know.
I could pose as Taskerhill for a brief period of time, create a collaborating witness.
That's not keeping it simple.
It would be at least having him appear around town.
Look, the last time I saw him, he was alive with a ball. I don't know after that.
We spirited him away to a location known only to us. We do not know if or when he will ever return. That is true.
what would happen if we told the truth?
Our job was to protect him at the party. He left the party alive. What happened to him after that's not a concern.
I don't remember the contract. That seems very specific.
Let's watch the tapes.
Would it be possible to just tell the mayor, hey, our guy was controlled by a were-rat. We think we know how to fix it, but Tasker's probably dead. We don't know where he is.
Not if the idea is to not have Brick executed and us to be held as accomplices.
Technically, he was already executed.
Not by any legally recognized entity of justice.
Was Brick in were-rat form when he killed Taskerhill?
Yes.
Yes.
Taskerhill was killed by were-rats. We
If
don't
only
know
we
what
had
happened to the body.
Yeah.
There goes our bodyguarding business.
We were split. We were split up. Taskerhill
True.
went out the window with two of us. The rest of us, or three of us, the rest of us were in the room. We were completely split. We weren't in our normal strength of numbers. And I would say if we are questioned individually, those of us who were not there, just recall the night as we remember it happening and what we have actually witnessed.
I think in keeping it very simple, there was a were-at attack. Part of our party stayed behind to secure the safety of the aristocracy of the town. The three of us, Brick, Seneca, and myself, made an exit out of the building. Brick took Lord Taskerhill via a alternate route to his security team, where while Seneca and I provided a rear guard.
We're gonna
And
give me wisdom checks. Both everybody involved here, give me wisdom checks, because we could be debating this all night. And as much as I enjoy this, I feel like that I'm hearing the same kind of the same notion rehashed over and over again.
It's
Just
very
slightly different phrasing.
Yeah, we don't know where Seneca.
Yeah.
Where 17.
Feld,
I'm wise as hell.
yeah, I will tell you right now, Birch, as you're hearing Feld, you're like, even make it simpler. You found Brick secured your package, and by the time you escaped to secure the package, and by the time you found Brick, he was dead and the package was gone, and that's all you know.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We secured his exit. We got him out. We don't know where he went. There were rats everywhere.
In truth, it might be best for us who weren't there to tell the story, because our truth is the truth.
Because our version is also very easy to say, I didn't see what happened to Taskerhill.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. That's not a lie.
Yes, I say we send the bard and the druid to tell the tale.
And as a result of the events of that night, Brick was killed.
Well, we are currently trying to go and get Brick back to life.
I know, but I'm sure someone's going to be like, what happened to this guy?
I'm saying we continue to act as though we accomplished our goal, and that anything that happened to Lord Taskerhill is on the heads of his security team, because we got him out safely. We have other tasks.
But here's the thing about your wisdom check, Bud. You were the security team. There was no other security team. You know
his people. No, we do know that he had a further security team outside of the building, which was what.
But that makes them a loose end who can attest that they never saw him, and that they never saw him. Well, we know that
can't trust them. That's a quote.
The good news is no one's going to ask us until they ask us. So we'll just, let's just go on like nothing happened. That's right.
Vague.
I do think one potential smart thing would be to have sightings of Taskerhill by people around town.
Oh man, that's just so complicated.
That's a lot of conspiracy.
Oh my God.
The more people involved, the worse it's going to be.
All anyone witnessed is us saving Tasker, and it's not going to be an issue for a few days.
The issue we have is that he was last seen alive with us.
The only people who saw the incident, we saved.
That's right.
Let me put this out there, because I think you're making this more complicated than it needs to be.
We're worried.
In the interest of expediting things, because this is a sidetrack that has already gone 2.5 episodes. I know you don't want to look like you took an L here, but you guys did. It's not going to be as bad as you think, because you guys literally were defending the aristocracy of the city. And if one person died as a result of it, there's going to be a certain amount of allowable collateral damage. You guys are technically heroes.
I think it's more important that people don't think Brick killed Taskerhill than to think we didn't protect Taskerhill. It is like
Who asks questions gets killed.
it's more important
Easy.
that people don't think that Brick's a murderer than to think we had a bad night.
All right.
Because we saved a lot of people.
Sure.
We
Yeah.
saved a lot of people.
Yes.
And one guy,
Let's try to openly carry Brick to kill him, and we're fine with people witnessing that he was killed in an attempt to save people, and we'll move from there. Let's carry him in the open.
Yes, actually, do we want to say we don't know where Taskerhill's body is? We ran into a giant were-rat that struck him down. We don't know where his body is. Yes, we are terrible bodyguards. Don't hire us to guard your body if you don't like. We protected all the other aristocracy. There you
well,
have
I think here's the thing is Taskerhill was
Don't-
killed and Brick was killed, which means that whoever killed Taskerhill, the assumption will be that they were powerful enough to kill Brick. We will not take the blame for that.
Okay, yeah.
If that's the picture that we
Yes.
paint,
Don't have to have
that
all.
thing happened in a dark alley and we came upon Brick.
We don't know what happened to him. We got him out. It was
We don't know.
It was in the darkness. There was a lot of commotion.
A lot of
We don't
commotion.
know where he is. We found Brick dead.
Yes, we don't know what
Not our
happened.
problem.
We found him like this.
Let's get
go
him
raise
to
him
the
to-
Temple of
And
Kellenborg
Taskerhill was gone.
and deal with this issue from there on, because we might have to pull Brick aside and take him out to the countryside for a while to make sure that he doesn't create problems.
Yes, as yes, we found Brick like this. Taskerhill was gone. The last any of us saw, Brick had taken him out the window in an effort to save him.
Correct.
Do we have
Go
enough
to
money to bring him back to life?
Well, consider yes.
Probably.
And put it on the tab if not.
Oh boy.
Wow. So hey,
Yeah, I want to see
Lorenzo,
what
make a wisdom
happens
check
to
real quick.
Lorenzo when we raise
Can you take a
Brick.
wisdom check?
Yeah.
Okay. 18.
18. Okay. Yeah. He's got a 10,000 gold bounty on his head.
He does.
Yeah.
Maybe he's alive. I can't collect it.
Oh no, they wanted him dead.
Yeah, but he comes back.
True. I'm just reminding you of that fact.
I know.
Yeah. All right.
Collect it first, then bring him in.
I kind of need to know who I talk to collect this bounty.
Give me a investigation check.
You want to double cross at this point the last laugh.
17.
Oh, you know a guy.
Great. I'll go see if I can go collect this bounty. Do I need to take a Polaroid or something, or?
Do you think they're going to keep the body?
They're going to want to keep the body.
That's probably true.
We're not handing over his body.
Oh, well, he's dead. There's nothing left to bring except his. Does Brick have a?
You're going to chop off his hand.
He's clearly not
He's
using it at
going
the
to be
moment.
walking around really soon as we resurrect him.
But I killed him now.
Maybe the
Now
contract
he's
can
dead.
stipulate that he's
Now
dead.
I can
Technically,
collect
you
it.
didn't
I can
kill
collect
him.
it now. but I can't
Technically,
collect it.
Seneca killed it. I downed him. Seneca technically killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm taking
you
the
just
credit
filleted his
for it.
kidney is all you did. So
I'm taking the credit for it.
I don't think we need any more problems in the moment. I think let's just go and get him up. We need to. Where are we also now? Because we got to wreck on the timeline.
yeah,
We need to go and get
this is like maybe an hour after everything went down.
right. No, I mean in terms of this is now before as opposed to after going to get.
We're
the high priest.
gonna retcon the fuck out of that timeline
Okay.
later. So we're not gonna worry about rescuing the high priest right now. That's yeah.
Fell onto the knife 9 times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to clean your dagger and your glaive.
Thank you.
Yep. So, yeah, you guys have the body.
May want to adjust some of the wounds to look more like claw marks.
Well, I said we cleaned up we basically mended his form to take him to, unless we want to mutilate his body.
Yeah, who do you want to take him to? Is my question. And do you want to mutilate the corpse?
No. Gross abuse
Whose
of
corpse are we talking about? Bricks?
Bricks.
Yes.
Why would we
Taskerhill's
mutilate him?
If we want to be seen with his body having been savaged as part of the story, I believe is what is being suggested. I think
Just get Earl, throw him a
we
blanket
know
over
that
him.
we would
Wrap him in a carpet.
we would mend his body to go and
Oh, you broke Paul with that, Joe. You broke Paul. Joe is
Oath
still in
of
our
vengeance,
private chat
brother.
right now, is all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
He's trying to help you.
Yeah. Oath of vengeance.
I don't think our
Could do.
I don't think we. What are we going to say?
We could really screw Greg over with this. We could have
All I'm
Lorenzo go over to his contact, tell them, yeah, you know what? I got him. Nobody else knows about this, but they're taking the body over to this place. They'll send the last laugh over to collect the body. We basically use his body as bait. We get the worst of the last laugh, in addition to being able to revive Greg.
Make a wisdom check.
Or collect the bounty on Greg.
The last laugh.
Steal his
Yeah.
body back. Use the
Without the
bounty.
fighter.
I will derail this
That's
whole
right.
fucking campaign. And
Lauren is right. We have a whole week to steal his body back after we take the bounty.
Yeah.
And then
You
use
know
the
that they're
bounty
not going
money
to send
to
over anybody that
resurrect him.
matters. They'll send over somebody with a goddamn milk run, who is what they'll do. That's what you know, is that they'll send over some schlub that's probably easily disposable and not going to be consequential in any fashion.
No problem. Take that guy, get some information.
Yeah.
One thing we
have
haven't discussed.
We cleaned him up because we don't.
I mean, that's true.
We don't want bloodied members of the Brute Squad being seen in public because we are capable. That is why he looks nice and clean and tidy. Let's get him to the Temple of Kalambor and get this going.
Can you make people bigger and smaller?
I'm willing to carry
Small?
him as a war horse. Does that make sense?
Yes.
There you go.
Sure.
No one has to see him at all.
Wrap him in a carpet.
I think we want him to see. I think we want people to see him killed, don't we?
Why?
Doesn't it lend to our story that he was protecting Taskerhill, or I don't know, that he died valiantly?
Yeah, let me ask you this.
I
With
think
your
it's
wisdom
academic.
check.
I don't think it matters.
You do recognize the fact that the best way to deal with this narrative is to control it.
Right.
Be the one who's telling the story, not letting other people come to you asking questions with their own preconceived notions. So
I
you
like
guys
the
have-
idea of
you got-
boldly carrying his dead body right in the middle of town and make sure as many witnesses see him as possible.
Yes.
Because we were seen killing were creatures, and one of us was killed, and I think it's okay for him to be seen that way.
So let's get Earl, put Brick on
Earl-
top of Earl.
Earl
walk
will
and follow the
die.
fuel march
You-
across town.
You guys love Earl. It's a
That's
Earl is
mule.
too small.
Yeah, that's not gonna-
I'm going to turn into a war horse,
Earl can't carry a Dragonborn.
but this
War horse
time,
Yeah.
War horse will.
Yes,
this
we
time the war horse will be all black mane, all black, in mourning for our fallen brother.
And then
can-
Tarafirith can sing a dirigible song
take-
or whatever. And
That's right.
Can you instead be a white horse in order to
You
make
mean a dirge?
a contrast between the two? So you have the black Dragonborn
Of
on
course.
the white horse.
I will be all white as the angel of resurrection horse.
As you guys plan to do this, do you want to try and, track down the Lord Mayor or any of the other officials who were at that party and get them on your side quickly? Get them read in as to what happened and Get your
That's
side
probably
out
a good
first.
idea.
That is something that would have come up with your high wisdom checks. Is that the fastest way to take control, or the best way to control the narrative is to take control of it from the jump.
Well,
I
the
took-
mayor
I mean-
definitely saw us save his butt. So
Absolutely, he did. So you guys are probably going to be in his great graces right now. And technically, you realize that Brick died a hero of the city.
So perhaps it would be best to have those who are inside and seen saving them go speak to those individuals, and those who are outside take them to Kellenborn.
I think the easiest thing is to talk to Captain, what's his face? Skellerang.
was he
And
there?
tell him
They ran inside, yeah.
Yeah.
that Brick is dead. And that's all we tell him. Brick died last night in the action.
They're still
And
there. There's only been a few.
him-
It's not even last night. This is like
Right now.
they're still probably cleaning up bodies and blood and taking statements
Okay,
and stuff
tonight.
right now. Like this,
Let's
yeah.
stay as a group.
Yeah.
We'll ride with him on the white war horse right to the mayor. You guys tell the mayor what's up. I can't
Back
because I'm
to-
a horse.
Yes, we can go there. Let's go immediately.
Yeah,
to
let's
where
do
all
that
this is
and then to the church or whatever.
Yes.
Because the
All right.
mayor probably wants to talk to us anyway.
All right.
And
I'm
degree.
burning a wild shape to be a white war horse.
All right. And you guys
Good luck.
put Brick on the back of it?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Uh,
You ride back to
And his body, we've mended his body at this time? Or is his body still all messed up?
well, he's still yeah, what are you guys doing with that?
I do not have the ability to cast mending until tomorrow.
Okay. So his body's all messed up, so we do need there to appear to be some bites. Or is his body so messed up that it wouldn't?
He's clearly taken a he's got a smoking hole in his chest. He also has a stab wound to his kidney, and the smoking hole really has kind of put a ruin to the slashes from the glaive. So he does not look like he was destroyed by were-rats. He looks like he was struck down by magic, is what you guys can tell right now.
I think that would be fine.
Yeah, I mean, we're already sort of fighting magical enemies. Anyway.
I mean, they're not going to investigate him. Just cover him with a blanket. It'll be clear that he's dead.
Great.
Well, I mean, if Captain
They're not going to
Skellerang
say
wants
straight to the morgue with you.
Yeah, I mean, if we're planning on resurrecting him, I don't think they're going to bother with a medical examiner or a coroner.
Right. Well, this is not Brick's ideal way to ride me bareback, but let's go.
Outa. All right. well, or maybe
Hear me
it
now.
is.
We wrap him in a carpet. We use disguise self to look like carpet cleaners.
So we've got Brick on a white war horse. We've got him covered respectfully, and we're taking him to where the party happened. And the plan is to have Lauren, with her high charisma, and those who spoke to the Lord Mayor, to check with him. I'm going to be standing guard over the corpse if Skellerang comes up. But basically, Lorenzo and Tara are going to be glad-handing the nobles who they saved to get goodwill and let them know that one of our party fell, and we're going to Kellenborn to protect our friend, to bring back our friend.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Too Tired. Wow.
Wow.
Damn. That's some savage truth. All right.
That
so,
is a thing of beauty.
You guys go. You guys return to. The event hall. It is still chaos outside. There are members of the nobility who are bloodied and wounded, currently being healed. There's people cleaning up wreckage, and the Lord Mayor and the captain and most of the nobility in town are all around. It looks like the aftermath of a terrorist attack, honestly. There's just a lot of chaos and a lot of noise. Guardsmen see you riding up and call for the captain, and Captain Skellerang is actually the first to see you and run over. He says, "What happened?"
Our brother Brick was struck down. We don't know where Taskerhill has run off to.
He was guarding Taskerhill?
We got him out of the building. We secured his... Yes, he did. We got him away. And we found him like this.
Right. All right. Well, is he intact?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the good news is that we can probably fix that, but there are people who've been looking for Taskerhill all night. You have no idea where he is?
We don't.
Or what happened to him? Is he alive?
We don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep looking. Let's get him taken care of. Are the rest of you okay?
Look around at our... Did anyone take any damage from the were-rats?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, you guys all pretty much managed to mop it up pretty hard. Skellerang nods at you and says, "Thank you all for your fast action. Without you being here, that could have been a slaughter. Your quick thinking and your bravery saved this town from the utter collapse. Well done. Well done. And I know that one of yours has fallen. I'm certain that we can intercede with the Church of Kelemvor and ask them to commune with a hero of the city to see if he will return. I will reach out to Father Ike immediately, and then I will have to go talk to Anna.
We will take him to the temple post haste.
Very good. I'll have the Lord Mayor meet you there. Give me a round of
I look
perception
around
checks.
to see if there's
Yeah.
any nobles, etc., that appear to be still bleeding.
Everybody's looking like they're in okay shape. Seneca, you actually do see the Stormblades off to the side, eyeing the group.
I'll go ahead and walk on over to him.
Okay.
So
They all kind of look at each other and look at you, and Anna speaks up. She's like, "What do you want?"
are you all right?
"Fine, thank you."
Then I have what I want. And I walk away.
They're all looking at each other really fucking confused right now.
Good.
"So where's my father?" She calls to you as you turn and start walking away. "You're supposed to protect him. Where is he?"
Gone.
"Fuck does that mean?"
Do you see him here?
"No. So what? Is he dead?"
He is gone. I don't know what happened here. If you would like, you and I can look for him later.
Give me an insight check.
Aren't you the one who casts the daggers on the body?
Yeah. he
Yeah, you say that, and you just toss it away, and you turn and keep walking, and you don't notice anything. Lorenzo, you actually saw them as well. Just you give me an insight check.
Sure. 15.
I gotta give Otto some props here. But you notice that the strange expression on her face is not of concern. It's not concern. You get the feeling that you recognize this expression on her face because it's the exact same expression that you wore when those documents fell into your lap.
Yep.
Opportunity has landed.
I say, knowing her, she was not that fond of her father to begin with.
No,
That's correct.
Not at all.
So
Nor he if
I even mentioned to her before that
Yeah.
I thought she was the one targeting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she's looking at the rest of her crew, and you also notice that Zachary, with whom that you'd observed that seemed like that he was growing cold towards her, suddenly is putting a comforting arm around her. And Todd just kind of glares at Zach.
Ooh, that could be an interesting thing to
And
mess
Cora,
with at a later point.
yeah. And Cora is just kind of like looking about obliviously, looking at Seneca, like, well, fuck you, dude. Like really. But yeah, you definitely see the unwritten the unwritten language is being spoken here, and you could see that boy, oh boy, is that party a group of like teen angst and drama. I'm just saying, like that's a whole CW show happening right there. But yeah,
Stormblades does sound like a CW show.
I mean, there was this whole thing called Shadow Hunters.
Yeah.
I'm not going to walk up to them, but I'll just when I catch their eye, just kind of give a smirk and a knowing glance, and then kind of not pay attention anymore.
All right. Okay, smartass.
What's going on?
I'm going to wield the gauntlet of plot fuckery.
What's going on still? Why are we not moving yet?
Okay. Noted. No, Lorenzo just had to throw a little taunt over there.
Oh, what did he say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay,
I just
cool.
gave
He
him a
didn't
look.
say anything.
So I'm going to start to move with the body and Birch in warhorse form. I'm going to yell, make way for a fallen hero of Cauldron.
All right. You
Should I start playing taps?
Yes.
No, boy.
Or something even
a
better.
full military funeral here. You guys do the streets part as Brick's corpse laying across the back of Birch in horse form clops down the street. The clip clop of his hooves echo on the cobblestones and off the walls in a hollow sound. Although knowing that you're taking him to the temple in an attempt to return him to life, this isn't quite the funeral march as one would expect, but you do have this feeling of uncertainty in your gut. What is going to happen when Brick is returned? What is going to happen? What questions are going to come? This is a precarious situation that you find yourselves in now. So, you reach the temple. Guardsmen and Father Ike are already waiting in the front. Father Ike says, "Bring him in this way." And he leads the party into a small chamber, and in that chamber is a dais, obsidian dais, and he says, "Lay him out here." Now, I will ask for your privacy, please. I will ask for some privacy as I undergo the process.
What spell will you be casting on him?
I am capable of raising the dead and I'm willing to do that for someone. The city has come, the captain has come with an order from the Lord Mayor to intercede with the gods to see if I can return this fallen hero of the city to life. I shall warn you that while I can open the door, I cannot compel him to step through, and I cannot compel any forces that may be keeping him on the other side to release his soul.
In speaking out of game, we said before that we understood that the spell of resurrection was what we knew to need to break potentially curses, right? That this is something that we know.
I did not get that specific with you.
Right. And I'm just, how many people are around? Are there prying
I thought
ears?
death broke the curse. I thought it was just the fact of death, not the spell to bring him back.
Death is what effectively broke the curse, yes. Now, whether that fixes his alignment issue or anything else, that's a whole different story.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about, as much, because, if it's, the concern here would be, we know what we know, but of Twisty of saying, there were were-rats, we found him dead, we're worried if there is a curse, that's...
Oh, no, if he's dead for any length of time, the curse is gone.
Cool.
So don't worry about that. You guys know that curse is, even if he had been bit as opposed to just gored or shredded apart, it is the cursed bite, but it has to take hold of a living subject, and he is not a living subject, and therefore the curse didn't take hold. And in your hypothetical right now, in your hypothetical understanding of this situation, but what you guys do know is that the curse, after a curse becomes permanent, the only ways to reverse it would be either a wish or death.
Which we've achieved.
Yes, you've definitely you've achieved death.
Cool. Yeah. So he's asking us to leave, but so he's asking everyone to clear out?
Yes.
It is Dragonborn custom that one must always stand over the body of a fellow Dragonborn. I cannot leave. I will not leave his body.
Make persuasion check.
$15.
Very well. And as for the rest of you, any other multicultural traditions I must be aware of? The guardsmen, the captain of the guard, basically folks not related to the party, have all been dismissed at this point, and it is your choice at this point if you would like to leave or state a case for a reason to stay. You get the feeling that at this point, just being in the same party as him is a good enough reason to stay in the room.
I'll exit the building and meditate outside.
I will send Eartha in. She's still in spider form.
Okay. Okay. Greysoul, do you want to stick around or do you want to leave?
I would like to stay.
Okay. Iverson looks at you and says, you're here to finally understand how this is really done, eh?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Lorenzo, what you doing?
I have no reason to stay. I'm not.
Yeah.
Imagine.
You're getting over to the last lap as fast as you can right now, son. No, all right.
Just imagine Lorenzo sitting outside the door crying. Everybody's like, wow, it's really hitting you that hard. And it's like, I didn't get to collect a bounty on it. 1,000 gold.
I had them all convinced it was only 5.
1,000 platinum! 10,000 gold!
All right.
There'll be future.
He looks about and as the two of you sit and remain, Father Ike says, I will need, I understand your requirement. If you wish to stay, that's fine, but I need complete silence. This spell shall take at least an hour to complete. This is very delicate magic. Understood?
I nod.
Very good. He sends out his acolytes, and they come back after a few moments with some incense and some other spell components necessary for this ritual. He lights the incense and starts chanting slowly and quietly. It starts low, guttural, and almost at a whisper. And he starts rocking back and forth gently. The acolytes light the incense, and they actually lower the oil lamps in the room down to a faint glow. As you watch, you can see that Brick's body is so peaceful, tranquil. You almost can't see the wounds in the darkness, knowing that those the magic missiles probably shattered his ribcage and did untold internal damage. And in the darkness, you can't see the wounds that savaged him and drained the life from his body. You'd never witnessed a raised dead before of this level. And it's different than when that scroll was cast. As the spell continues, you can feel that it's a small enclosed room, but you can feel as if a breeze is suddenly coming through. Like someone had opened a window on a warm summer day and an afternoon breeze comes in. You can even smell lilac on the air. As if you're standing in a field. Even though it is incredibly dark, you can almost feel the heat of the sun. And in your heart, you know that a bridge has been made. Give me a religion check. Both of you.
$18.
All right, Matt.
7.
Matt, you're like, it's like a bottle of fucking Febreze up in here all of a sudden. What's up with this? But you've heard tell of the Fields of Elysium, the field of fallen heroes, and you suddenly feel like, although you've never witnessed it, although you've only heard about it talked about, it's the afterlife, and that's all a theory to you. You know in your heart, you know in the depths of your soul that a bridge has been formed there. And while you hear with your ears Father Ike's chanting continue unbroken, you hear his voice echo out in a separate conversation. Rick. Rick. I'm calling for you, friend. Are you there?
Can you hold on for just 1 minute? I'm finishing up a story. I'm at the good part. I'll be right with you.
Buddy, you'll have plenty of time to finish it later.
It's a killer punchline, though. All right. I'll respond to the priest here.
You recognize that voice. You recognize that voice. The name escapes you for a moment, but you recognize that voice as someone that you knew previously. You haven't heard it in years, and you're struggling to stick the name, but you know whoever he's talking to. Brick. Time to go, bud. I have come to harvest the soul of the willing to bring it back to life. Is the soul willing and free to return.
Guys, seriously, you gotta cut back on this flowery language. Yeah, I'm coming back.
Very well. Allow me just a few moments to finish the ritual, and we shall rejoin soul to body. This might hurt. Give me a con save, Brick.
Why don't we go ahead and I'm going to use one of my lucks. We're not going to come back in a really, really bad position. Let's try this again, shall we?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So you, as you smart ass about like, cut it with the flowery language, he just says, get into the fucking light, and you go walking into the light and you hear a rush in your ears, or what would be your ears if they actually were, there. What your soul, what your brain has come to process is you're hearing. You hear the sensation of just like a whirlwind, and you feel your lungs once again fill with air. And the first thing that you do is howl with agony as you wake up and you feel the wounds that struck you down. You do feel them for a moment while your bones knit, and while your wound closes, and while your body magically refills all the blood from blood loss, and you wake up. You wake up in a dim room, laying on top of a obsidian altar, low light, and somewhere behind you, just not even really there, but just somewhere behind you in your perception, you hear, "Go get him, buddy." And then, as if a window closes, you feel a simple breeze stop.
Is Lorenzo in the room?
No.
Nope.
Who's in the room?
You look about and you recognize Father Ike from the Church of Killenborg in his robes, and he looks down at you and with a bit of a smirk, and he says, "Welcome back. There are going to be many questions for you."
Undoubtedly.
You see Feld and you see Greysoul in the room.
Before we get into those questions, could you find Brother Rufus for me, please, and bring him here?
That may be some time. You are at the Church of Killenborg. He is at the Church of Helm. Perhaps it would be better if you all went back there.
How do I do? Is my body still like ginger? Is it still sore? Sitting up, do I feel like
you are healed and you are intact? It's sore because your brain still perceives the wounds even though they are not there anymore. Your brain is having a hard time catching up with the fact that you are suddenly back to life. You do have multiple levels of exhaustion right now.
Okay, so
technically you have 4 levels of exhaustion. It's going to be a minute before you're back up and running. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna gingerly sit up, slowly get up, and say, "Let's get back to the Church of Helm."
Mm-hmm.
We can talk there.
Yep. As he starts to arise, I'm gonna assist him up. And give him an arm.
I will accept such aid.
Yep. I'll say, "Welcome back." I'll say, "You fellow hero," and guide him kind of like Give him a little squeeze, like instead of like that. The sort of like we covered for each other a number of times in War College. They kind of like see if it winks, if you see if he gets it, a little sort of thing like, don't fucking say anything. We're getting out of here. Like
Brickle nod.
Yeah.
All right. So they start carrying you, pushing and pulling you out of the room. And outside, the captain is standing there waiting. And he looks at you all expectantly going, well, can I speak with him?
He needs to rest, Captain.
Oh,
The resurrection spell takes a toll.
Of course, I understand. Just we're going to want to debrief him to find out any insight that he might have as to whereabouts of Lord Taskerhill and anything that happened. We want to get down to the down to the bottom of this, and take action against all parties responsible. Kidnapping, or worse, must carry a stiff penalty in the city. But in the meantime, Brick, and he looks you in the eyes, he says this, we're glad to have you back. You, sir, are a hero. We are grateful for you.
Brick's just gonna nod again.
All right. They you come out to the front of the church and you see the rest of the party waiting.
Lorenzo's there.
Yep.
Brick's gonna just look at Lorenzo in silence for like 10 seconds straight. Just say nothing, just look at him. And then just keep on walking.
All right. You get back after some time. Actually, Birch, are you still in horse form?
No, sir. I dropped it to meditate.
No worries. Well, we'll say that you guys all take your time walking slowly back to the church. It's a long walk.
I asked Brick if he wants a ride or if he can manage.
I'll manage, kid, but thanks.
All right.
I'll give you guys a minute to chat as you walk back.
How do you...
How late at night is it?
At this point, it's late. I mean, the thing is that this was happening in the middle, like around 10 or 11 at night. It's been at least 2 hours. I'd say it's close to 1:30.
I'm going to recall Eartha into her pocket dimension, so we are keeping track of where she is.
Okay. Oh, bother. Here we go again.
As we're walking along, I mean, I look at my, not a great roll on perception, but I'm, but we're still walking. Rick, it was a terrible sight we found you in. We'd gotten Taskerhill out, and you, in your valiant bravery, were leading him towards safety, and we found you dead. The city is grateful to your bravery.
Brick just looks at Feld, and he's just got that deadpan look. And he nods.
I heard a voice in the temple. It sounded like someone I remember. Was it one of our friends?
You remember Giltash, my broodmate?
Yeah, I do.
Had a nice talk with him. Not clear how long it lasted. Time seems to flow a little differently there.
He's well?
They're all well.
Good. You gave them the news?
I did, though they didn't particularly care. It's weird being reprimanded by a dead friend, much less scores of them. But apparently I have been given a new task if I wish to see them again.
Wait, this is definitive proof of the afterlife? Is that what you're telling me? 100%? You're sure?
Brick just sort of shrugs. It's afterlife for me.
You mean now or then?
I mean, I guess this could still be the afterlife. It seems like an odd thing to be dead and then be born again in death.
I pinch him.
Ow.
Right.
Also, actually, no, not ow. What are you doing? I just look at Birch. I'm like, what are you?
I'm trying to pinch your skin, but you're so scaly. I could grab something sharper.
Brick goes, no.
All right.
As it seems to get a bit more mirthful, etc., I say to Brick, I smell fields of wheat. Is it there? Is that what it is?
It's gorgeous. It's I'm not a wordsmith. I don't know how to describe it. But it's
like they said. But better?
It was empty. Except for Giltash. But apparently it doesn't have to be. And he doesn't say anything else on the subject.
Are you going to tell us of your new mission?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Let us get back to the temple. Was there a message for Brother Rufus? You said you need to speak to Brother Rufus.
No, I just want to speak to him myself. No great messages from the beyond.
So we make our way to...
You guys make it back to the church. Brother Rufus is there waiting at the door, and he says, I've heard what happened. What can we do? We stand ready.
Brick will walk up to Brother Rufus and bow to him and say, I owe you apology. I thought you were weak and unworthy of resurrection, and I was wrong. I apologize.
He's, kind of taken aback by all of this because this is a revelation that he wasn't exactly aware of ahead of time, but he says, thank you.
I would like to make an insight check.
Go for it.
Just in case.
Yeah. It's a little bit.
I was indifferent.
I mean, this surprises you guys just as much as it surprises him. But he seems very genuine.
Brother Rufus, do you recall anything from when you were dead?
He has his eyes kind of go out of focus for a second as he hears that question. And you can see that he's thinking of something. You don't even need to make an insight check. It's all over his face. The guy does not have a poker face. He has an expression that borders on fear. And he says, I'd rather not talk about that right now, if that's all right, sir.
That's perfectly fine.
but from what I understand, you were perhaps over breakfast one day. We can compare notes, but I'm not prepared to discuss that right now. If that's all.
That's fine. I put a big old scaly paw on his shoulder and say, Giltesh and the rest send their greetings. And then I'll continue on into the temple.
You walk in, and Brother Rufus leans over to Sir Feldruucan. Who is Giltesh?
He is Brick's broodmate.
Louder for the mic.
He is Brick's broodmate. He is family. He was incredibly dear to Brick. Is incredibly dear to Brick. A great warrior.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I'm grateful for his regards. Yeah. I didn't think coming back from the dead would be so strange, but I find it to be stranger to be alive again after the fact than being dead was. Things make less sense now. Anyhow, go about your business. And with that, it is 9 o'clock. I think we're going to take our 5 here real quick.
Take a little break?
Yeah, let's take a little break. Let's let everybody stretch.
Boop, boop.
Boop, boop.
Thank you, Five.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Thank you, 5.
Bye, everybody.
Denny sending me text message saying, haha, I know more than you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Elisa sent me a message like, so I'm watching the private part. I know all the secrets. And I was like, yeah, I want to know what they are, but don't tell me because I'm not supposed to know. And she was like, but I could tell you.
No inside scoop. It's cheating.
Yeah.
He's not the brightest crayon.
Longest 5 minutes.
minute or two. But I replenished my beverage.
I chase the rains down into the Elysium.
I'll just put it here.
All right.
I am supposed to do this, so in the private chat.
What's up?
I just sent you one.
Cool.
All right. All right. So we're still waiting on Seth and Lauren and Adam to come back, but we'll be ready to rock in a minute.
That's be interesting to see what this means for the Stormblades. One of their members just became significantly more important than the others.
Well, the rest are just kids.
Well, the thing is, they're
The
all,
other one's a full-blown.
as you already know, they're all children of nobility.
Right. But I think there's a difference between being the heir to Kent and being Kent.
Yes.
I mean, I felt like she not like publicly disavowed her father. Like, would she still technically be in? I feel like one of Taskerhill's like second in command or something would be finding a way to get that for him or herself, since his daughter is clearly not interested in that world. Why should she get the benefits of it?
Well, that's something that you guys are going to have to worry about at another time. You know, that's going to be that might be something for a Tuesday night group to figure out while they're also playing CSI Cauldron. You know. Well put, Otto. Well put. Since it's Copper Night until midnight. Well, yeah. So, now that we have completed the side quests, where were we? That's right. You guys were fighting displacer beasts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is that where we're going? I think the bottom line is when there's a quiet moment also, there's probably going to need to be a little bit of a talk, a little look at Brick, being like, somebody the fact of being like, most of the people you only knew for 10 days. You knew me for longer. That was kind of shitty what you did. Are we all on the same page now? If bad guys need axing, you come to the group first. You don't do crazy-ass plans. Otherwise, like, it creates problems. But we're all on the same page. Good, great. Let's go on.
Wow, not even a chance to respond. Joe, would you like to retort? Oh,
you're on mute.
That's fine. I would like to point out, and he doesn't get to take backsies. He did not bring up Lorenzo at all. That subject was not broached. So,
who did not bring up Lorenzo at all? Feld.
Feld in his little. This is the speech I'm going to have with Brick. That's fine. We had that talk.
Oh,
we are good. I'm not going to clarify who we is, but since he's the one speaking, Yeah, and we'll go from there.
I'm gonna say there's the group. This group. So is there anything else that needs to be?
Yeah,
put on the table?
you had the talk. You had your speech. I acknowledged. I acknowledge and agree. You wanna do a perception check? You're more than welcome to do so.
Insight. Roll an insight.
I'm just trying to keep the story moving. I'm seeing.
No, that's fine. And then
I was ready to put you guys back in Displacer Beast. You're the
Nat
one who had the retcon.
20.
And that 20. All right.
I look hard at Brick.
You can suss out that I legitimately acknowledge that we're cool, but clearly I have a bit of a grudge about getting stabbed in the back by Lorenzo. I don't appear to have any beef with you. I don't appear to have any beef with anybody else. I've stated I don't have any beef with Lorenzo. That's probably not entirely true, but it is mostly true.
I will, in appeasing to what I perceive to be Brick's ego, I will say, just so you know, Brother Brick, I gave a high sign to Lorenzo to strike first because I wasn't quite sure if I could take you on my own.
He was following orders, which is why he's not dead. We'll be fine. But he pulls that shit again.
I take responsibility for wielding the weapon. In that moment, he was my weapon. If we have to have a conversation at some time, let's have that conversation about it.
All right, moving on. Let's go kill some dire beasts.
All right.
Or displacer beast thingies. Well, I got some anger to vent.
Okay. We're going to say that combat, you finished it successfully, because there's no point in us just diving back into that fight.
Rolling some dice for the sake of rolling dice.
Yeah, no rolling dice for the sake of rolling dice. Instead, what happens is that as you were all surrounded by the displacer beasts, your friends on the feather token, on the magical rock from the feather token, spotted you, flew down and offered an assist. And as a party, you continue on your way to the Lucky Monkey. This all happened pretty quickly. To fix the timeline, it's not even a day after after all of this has happened. The blood is still being mopped off the walls at the upstairs of the Koi Nixie when you are given word and asked to go and ride to save High Priest Sarson Delasharn. Brick, you are still suffering from severe exhaustion. You have 3 levels right now. So that means you have disadvantage on all skill checks. That includes attacks and initiative. Okay. You also have your movement halved, and you're more of a liability than anything else right now, bud. Let me tell you. But
how do I get rid of levels of exhaustion? Just
long rests. Long rests.
One long rest per level of exhaustion.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And I forget what the 3rd level of exhaustion is. Let me take a look at it real fast.
I believe that's the diamond level of exhaustion.
Yeah, exactly. Exhaustion. That's the last one. Yeah, so you have disadvantage on ability checks, speed halved, and disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws right now. So you have gone from the fucking tank to not a tank.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it's safer for you to probably be with them than be left at the city behind with lots of people asking questions. So you put up a great show of going with everyone else. And the brutes actually do manage to get out of town very quickly, knowing that there are those who would, be asking all kinds of uncomfortable questions about what's going on. The journey is fast. reunited on the ground. You do try to make good time. You were about halfway there within a couple of hours of travel. So it's about another half day's walk at this point to get to the Lucky Monkey from where you are, because it's about another 12 miles. You walk about 3 miles an hour. It's about a 4-hour walk at that point. Because remember, the horses were...
Right. Well, we decided not to zigzag, not to use our
Yeah.
bird to get us there faster.
Exactly. You don't want to split the party at this point, considering how well that ended, because they mentioned that they fought a bunch of red dragons in the sky, and you don't want to think about how mom or dad might be really mad that little junior got his ass got. Oh, that's right. You weren't here for that. That was so long ago.
Yeah.
All right. So does anybody want to fill in Lorenzo and what you guys are all doing right now?
We're on our way to. We got a message that basically the high priest, who has the water wands to prevent the city from being flooded, is being attacked and is severely wounded at the Lucky Monkey, and we split the party, half on horse, half on a giant flying bird, a rock, to get there as quickly as possible. The party on the rock got attacked by 3 red wyverns.
Yeah.
Right. And meanwhile, those of us on the ground.
Oh no, red dragon, smaller dragons.
Smaller dragons, 3 smaller dragons, whereas those of us on the ground fought 4 displacer beasts. And we're going to get our guy to get the water wands.
What vengeful god did you piss off to get attacked by that many things?
I think his name is Greg.
I believe
The god of random encounters.
The dice.
Yeah, you guys fucked with the dice, and the dice rolled random encounters for everybody. So, yeah, that's what happened there. So you proceed through the jungle, and you're following the path. It's generally a well-traveled path. The Lucky Monkey is a tavern that is known to be about a solid day's travel away from Cauldron, down the mountain and into the jungles. It's not the way there is not unfamiliar. It's just, as you are well aware now, hazardous. And this place is deep into the jungle canopy, or not up in the canopy, but it is great. There's the open fields. You're coming off the mountainside, it's all just exposed rock, and then it goes into gentle rolling fields. And then from there, you start going into, what would be like a tropical forest. And then at certain points, you realize that, wow, the canopy is so thick that it starts to block out the light. And it's getting to be dark enough that it's difficult to tell what time of day it is. You get the sense just from the creatures awake and moving about that it is late in the day, but there is still daylight somewhere, although it's getting increasingly difficult to see. Give me a round of perception checks, please. 18, 7, 25. 25 for the guy with the voices in his head. He gets a high roll because of everybody up there talking. They're all keeping an eye out.
Did you see that? Did you see this? Look over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Apparently, I'm just singing loudly, not paying any attention to anything around me.
That's a blue stealth check, but you are currently trying to figure out a way to rhyme brick and in this. What you're trying to think of different things that rhyme with brick for this Hero of Cauldron song that you're working on at the moment. Because nothing helps like a little bit of PR spin.
Yeah, I need to write a propaganda song for that whole thing.
Exactly. So yeah, you're lost in thought, but Greysoul. Do you hear that?
Or what?
Well, not just me, but the sounds of life around you. It's all gone quiet.
So you mean, do I not?
Do you hear the silence?
Yeah. That's kind of weird. I look around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You look around, and as you look around, you notice You cock your head around at the sudden quiet, and it takes you a moment, but eventually you notice a pair of eyes staring back at you. You lock eyes with a pair of eyes staring at you in the distance.
And we're walking.
Yeah, you're walking.
Are we in our kind of standard marching order?
I would say so. Yeah, you guys are in a defensive marching order. Yeah.
Elbow, Feld, and just quiet. I see eyes over there. Like there's no wildlife noises there.
Kind of pass the little whisper through the group. Eyes, stay alert. No animals.
With your perception, you're able to tell that the eyes are humanoid, but not human. You get the impression that this is probably some sort of ape-like creature. You're not from these parts originally, so you wouldn't necessarily recognize this creature.
Is it Bigfoot?
As I'm observing this, I'm gonna kind of move over to Brick,
Mhm.
just touch him on the shoulder to give him resistance, to give him a D4 on saving throws. Should that become needed?
If we all
for our
see,
tired buddy
if we
here.
kind of are cued
He
in,
sees.
he sees, does he
You
cue
go
us into
looking.
it?
You go looking, and you don't see it. But hold on, I'll get to you.
Okay.
Hold on. Brick,
Yes.
you see as you're walking, you notice you do hear Greysoul shuffling about and whispering something to Feld. And you too notice that it has gone quiet in the jungle around you. And off in the distance, you look and you see a pair of eyes staring at you.
Who is so obviously Greysoul just came and touched me on the shoulder. Who else is within sort of whispering distance? Who's within 5 feet?
You guys are all traveling pretty close together, unless somebody wishes to try and split the party again.
All right, then I'm just gonna sort of casually in a soft voice point that out. Say there's eyes at 11 o'clock.
Give me a nature check. Yeah, you see a pair of eyes staring back at you, but you just see like glowing red dots almost, but not necessarily glowing. It's maybe like the glint of light from an unknown source, kind of glinting off of them. It gives them like a sinister and red appearance, but they're off in the jungle amongst the leaves. You can't really make out what it is. Seneca. Yeah, you too are starting to realize that it's gotten quiet, and nothing good is quiet. It's never good. Birch, you got perception of 11. I'll get to you. Hold on. Yeah, you're looking about, and you too notice back this way. Eyes in the jungle. Give me a nature check.
Literally just looking at my sheet. Why did I navigate away from it?
Happens to the best of us. Okay.
Damn, son.
A little bit about nature. No big. Someone has a subscription in National Geographic.
This kitty's been around a little bit. Took a nap here, took a nap there.
The whole time, what I've been trying to do is look to see if I can bring Eartha back on a leaf nearby, whatever it is. Be like, Eartha, what is that?
Check your whispers.
Okay, thanks. Say again?
Check your whispers. And I would actually say that next in the order of perceptions, Birch. Give me. You notice that it has gotten deathly quiet all of a sudden, and you feel eyes on you from multiple directions. You can feel it more than you see anything, but give me a nature check.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 1, so.
Yeah, you're like, wow, that could be anything.
How disappointing. I'm the one here that should be good at this.
Happens to everybody. You're getting distracted.
You got inspiration.
Oh, you do have inspiration, but do you really want to burn it right now on this?
I don't know. Do I want to be attacked by giant monkeys?
I don't know. Seneca, what do you say? What do you think at this point?
Well, one thing I would like to ask is that because I'm from the jungles of Chult and I rolled what I did, do I know about them more than what that they are a baboon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And you know that they travel in large packs. You know that they get really quiet when they feel threatened. And they will defend their territory. All right. Give me an insight check.
Nothing good can come of this. I've had 2 good rolls in a row, so.
Should be having an advantage on these throws anyway, considering.
You're from the jungle.
Jungle cat.
The jungle's a chill.
In the jungle.
I'm going to relay to everyone.
All right. I just gave you your insight check.
I'm going to relay to everyone that these are bamboos? Yeah. This is what happens when I can hear myself in my own headphones.
Oh, sorry about that.
These are baboons. They travel in packs. They get quiet when they feel threatened and are about to attack. But these ones seem to be watching us for signs of aggression. If we don't attack them, we should be able to pass by without a problem.
Well, let's not look aggressive, guys, because...
Tara, can you play an unaggressive tune?
Yes.
Nothing off of your thrash metal album.
A soothing melody.
Yes.
So, you guys don't know this about me, but look, everything you said about baboons is right. The reason why I came to the city in the first place was because the baboons in my area were acting aggressive, unpredictable. Things were strange. And I originally thought I would go to the city to seek out help. And then I saw Dragonborn being beat up in an alley, and now here we are, heroes of the city, and I kind of forgot all that. So don't count on the baboons being friendly. I think we should try to be cool and keep our distance.
But you've had problems with baboons.
They're not in the past. I just want us all to be cautious.
Well, let us get to the golden monkey, but be aware.
Yeah.
We have pretty large problems to be concerned of for Cauldron and the High Priest.
Just watch your back, everybody. Maybe the sky as well.
As long as they're baboons and not bonobos. Otherwise, we're in real trouble.
Bonobos might take care of themselves.
Well.
Yes, find out more on
yes, give me
onlyboots.com.
more ideas and inspiration right now, guys. Please allow me to go a moment. Oh, dire bonobo. Okay, yes.
Dire bonobo.
I need a round of reflex saves for to duck from poo. No.
Can I add a chastity belt to my armor?
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ, I am not going there. All right, yeah.
Would a dire chimpanzee just be a human?
So Tara's playing a lovely, calming tune as we head towards the golden monkey, who somebody knew where.
Tara, give me a perform check.
I reach across and I touch her shoulder if she's willing and give her guidance, which gives her a D4 to add to it.
Okay, roll an extra D4 on top of that.
Well,
I rolled a 24.
You sure did.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's so pretty. I go off to live with the monkeys.
Start playing just a quiet, peaceful tune.
27.
Yeah, 27. And The eyes don't stop. You can still feel them burning into you. But now it doesn't feel as tense. It doesn't feel like that there's like a fight or flight. But now it feels like that they're engaged, that they're listening to this music. And they're no longer on the precipice of either swinging or fleeing. You are allowed to pass peacefully into the jungle. As you continue down the path, you would think that there would be others on this road, but you've passed no one for hours. And as the sun starts going and setting, you could tell this not because you can actually see it shooting through the jungle because the canopy is thick, but as you look up, the sky is starting to get dark. You can see the stars coming out. You can see down the path and in. Rounded perceptions, please. Okay.
Can I also just take this moment, real quick, just to say that I know that we're not doing a ton of acknowledging, but Amazing Auto is giving me life right now.
Yes.
Every single little thing is so. I love it.
Yes.
Giving me so much life.
No,
Thank
you guys really gotta I would love to acknowledge everything he's saying because it's all genius. You just got to get on the Twitch chat and appreciate it. I am just trying to move the story forward. So I apologize, Blake. I apologize for not highlighting this more because you're being fucking hilarious.
I just want them to know you are seen.
No. He's crushing it. Dude,
the Bard's Bard.
Yeah, you are the Bard's Bard tonight, buddy, and we appreciate you. So, the first thing that you notice is that this is a 2-story building with a slanted roof. Second thing that you notice is that the front doors are shut. The double doors in the front are shut. No light comes from inside the windows. And it's quiet. If a tavern could be a ghost town in and of itself, this would be the embodiment of that. And the quiet that has followed you through the jungle for the last hour, that quiet seems oppressive here.
Do we see more around us? Is anyone?
I will say that Brick, as you are looking at this building, you notice a flicker of movement as something darts around the side of the building. And it looks like it was skipping on 4 limbs.
I will just say, sort of under my breath to the groups, something off to the left of the building. Looks like an animal, 4 limbs.
Inside or outside the building?
From around the back. And you see a dark figure shoot around from the back of the building off into the jungle, just tear ass. The same figure that he probably pointed out just a moment ago. Birch, you would have probably noticed that, except for the fact that you heard something from around the back of the building is what you noticed first. The sounds of, you can't tell if it was a croak or a chirp, but also the sounds of you recognize this as flesh rending. And the sound of something eating.
I'm running to the back.
All right. You have disadvantage now because it is getting to be dark in this canopy. So anybody who does not have any sort of dark vision, you're going to be functioning at disadvantage. You go around. What else happens at this point? Who else is doing it? You guys see Birch tear off in the darkness towards the building.
I'm
I
going
will follow
to.
Birch.
I'm
Okay.
going to follow Birch and draw my bow at the same time and hold it as a ready action.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
I'll
see
mess up.
something
I'm gonna assume
attacking.
probably he's heading still towards the golden monkey, and I imagine he saw
Lucky
something.
Monkey,
at
but yes,
Lucky Monkey.
yeah. The Golden Monkeys in Sasserine, man. That's the franchise. You know.
The well, it's also a Belgian beer.
Yeah.
But
I can see why the mistake was made there.
so it's behind the Lucky Monkey.
You hear something from behind. He heard something behind the building and took off after.
And we saw that the front of the building, et cetera, is all barricaded, et cetera.
Front doors are closed and locked.
Yep.
From the front doors are closed, is what you can see. You see no life inside the building. You see no lights. It is quiet.
If I see Birch bolting, I'm assuming he saw something and try and keep pace with him.
Okay. Birch, you get around the corner of the building. Give me a. I hate to keep asking for these, but it's the one that makes most sense. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
As I'm running, I light my staff with fire. I don't know if that helps or not.
Only if what it is that you're going to be
Ooh,
seeing.
never mind. I rolled an 18 and a 26. So
So before you fuck up your what little dark vision that you have, you decide to hold and not light your staff. Okay? Because you realize that you only be able to see something in the immediate within the immediate 30 feet. You get to the corner of the building, you peek your way around it. For lack of a better term, let's see, where did I put this? Where is this description? This is the fun part. That's all the upstairs shit. I had this all. Yes. Perfect. You look around the corner and you see the first thing you notice is the smell. It is the smell of death, and a lot of it. It's not that there was like any sort of particular force that was holding the air there. It's just that the air has been so still. There's been no breeze for the recent future for the recent past that there's been nothing to carry the scent of this over to you. But as you come around the corner of the building, it hits you full in the face. This is the stench of death and decay. And in the darkness, you see what looks to be a pile of bodies. And on top of said pile of bodies are a pair of scavengers. These aren't vultures, but rather close cousins. Feathered skin, long necks, bipedal, vicious jaws tearing and rending into the dead flesh, and just eating with wild abandon. You recognize, give me a nature check.
never seen one of those before.
Oh, you've never seen these before. That's the only thing I can tell you, is that you've never seen these before. But
more bird or lizard?
I will tell you that more than likely, well, here, I'll just throw it in the chat.
I love Amazing Otto's description. Yes, these are just, it's a couple of lawyers.
Lawyers? Yes, yes. You know, they're in fancy $300 suits. And
handed me a business card.
Yeah, exactly. I will gift of life organ harvesters. Yeah, there you go. So,
I have a cooler.
Yeah. So, yeah, go on ahead and take a look there. That is what you see. You do not know what they are. They do have what looks to be instead of scaled skin, it does look like feathers. I will say that. But those short arms and those claws are they're tearing apart dead flesh, and they are gorging themselves on the pile of bodies.
And who?
Where did you post something?
Oh, I posted it in the chat
What?
feed.
Oh, there it is.
But there we go. I just put it in the private chat for the participants here too.
I was looking at words. I'm like, they're robot turkeys?
Okay. Oh fuck yeah, that's better. Okay, hold on.
That's just the only thing I could think of.
Robot turkey. Okay. I wonder if I put robot turkey 5e if something comes up.
This is a little velociraptors.
Holy shit, they're statted. Okay. So you see cyborg turkeys like peeling apart these corpses and slicing them up with laser fucking eyeballs is what you got.
Thanks, Lauren.
Oh,
Now we have to fight a mad
Sorry, it's
scientist.
These are each CL17. Okay, great, perfect. This will be easy. No,
It's CR.
yeah, CR.
Now we've got to fight a mad scientist too. Thanks a lot.
No, but you.
No, it's a turkey
what
from
looks
the
to be
future.
a rather. You do see
And
a
also
pair
the
of
past.
forms ripping into the bodies.
How many people see these?
Right now, it's just Birch, but you come quickly around the corner because you said that you were running after him. So you come quickly around the corner, you see those shadowy figures as well.
I will light my staff.
Okay.
And I will
automatically notice you.
When I see figures
That's fine.
in the distance, etc.
Mhm.
Yeah, before you light your staff, I want to shoot it.
You're not there yet. Hold on.
I'm not attacking them. Don't
Guys,
worry.
I can't have 4 people talking to me at once. Hold on. Paul was talking first. I'm sorry, Adam. But Paul
I
was
just
talking.
said I just pop a divine sense in terms of detecting good and evil, celestial, fiend, undead.
I will.
A general sense of them.
You sense a lot of death, very neutral death.
Yeah.
You don't sense any evil or fiendish anything coming off of them. Inside the building, though, is a whole different story. There's something like there's desecration that's happened inside of there, and that's you sense all kinds of heinous shit has happened in there. That is a horror show.
I'm not attacking them. I'm literally waving a stick that's on fire to shoo them away.
Okay. I'm going to have them make some will saves real quick, and then we will resolve Lorenzo shooting them. One of them perks up, sees you guys, and goes, nope, and he fucks right off. The other one, Nate, you come around the corner, you see like something shadowy ripping apart bodies on a top pile of corpses.
That is not. Do I get advantage on the stack or?
It has. I mean, I think it sees. Or are you standing in next to Birch and are in the flame?
Yeah, be coming around the corner like.
All right, you would be first to act, so you would get the advantage from the surprise in this case.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because for rolling.
No, totally understand. Yep, you hit it.
24, and then because everything is a critical, then double that.
Do I make it around there around the same time?
Yeah, sure.
Because I had my bow out with a ready to action.
Okay. So you want to pop off too?
I do.
Go for it. Take a shot.
Just killing shit that we don't know even what they are.
I will tell you this: your bolt flies and strikes true. It strikes it in the neck, and it immediately turns tail to run.
It's a good thing then that it doesn't matter that my shot was so bad.
Yeah, your shot actually goes into it sinks into a body with a sickening, and it makes a splurt sound that should never ever have to be heard as gases that have built up inside this corpse now suddenly escape. Yeah.
That's nasty.
Is there a quick little pause that runs off?
Yes.
Right. I say, friends, something as bad as this is, something far more heinous has happened inside. Be on your guard.
Okay.
I have a feeling of desecration from inside. I fear the worst for the high priest.
Do we know what the high priest looked like? Should we check this disgusting pile?
Can we tell
You've
anything
never met
from their
that.
clothes? I mean, if it's been a minute since they've been alive, I mean, I
Yeah, do we see like
Well, we can,
robes?
uniforms or anything?
we can go over there and
Give
look
me a
through
round of
how many bodies.
Give me a round of investigation checks. Whoever's going to investigate the bodies.
Yeah, I cover my mouth and
Someone
nose.
wants to cast detect
Yeah.
magic and see if there's like a wand or something on it.
Bandana time.
I have rolled nothing but 20s and 1s. It's been really entertaining.
Yeah.
Highs or
Not too
lows?
bad.
As you look around here,
Nice.
these bodies seem to be of travelers, men, women, children, of the staff. You see folks in aprons. Probably be close to 20 bodies there.
And they appear to be dead for a few days if they're bloated, etc.
Recently dead, very recently, probably that day. The thing is that the humidity and the heat in the jungle has cooked the corpses and caused the gases to stew up pretty quickly.
All right, I'm going to go towards the nearest door that appears to be barred or unbarred.
Okay.
And did we get any rest before we came back out? We got a long rest, right?
Yeah,
Or did
I'm
we-
basically hand waving away that whole combat that happened. You guys can start with long rest stats. The only one who's at any sort of penalties right now is Brick. Oh, by the way, give me a con save.
Brick or
Brick. Yeah, you're hanging in. You're hanging in there, bud. You've been a fucking trooper all day, getting out here, and you haven't even complained once.
it's because he's Dragonborn.
That's right. He's tough. Yeah.
I'm not doing much beyond that though.
Yeah, you're
I'm surviving.
yeah, you're surviving. Don't forget about your. I will say that one was allowed to be not a disadvantage, but don't forget that you are a disadvantage to all ability checks right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and saving throws, but that wasn't a save. Well, yeah, that was a check. You go to the doors.
You also have disadvantage on ability checks.
Yes, I'm aware. That was more for role playing than for actual like penalties or anything.
Okay, go.
Yeah, trust me. When it really counts and it really matters and it's not just flavor, don't worry, I'll fuck them over good. Okay.
How dare you?
Oh, come on. So you go up to the front doors. You go up onto the porch, and you can see. As you come up, you can see that some of the windows have been busted out, or busted in rather, because you find that there's no glass outside.
Okay.
The windows are busted in. The doors.
Are the doors barricaded?
Well, you'd have to touch the doors to find out. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But as you're going up the stairs, you can feel the dried blood and ichor on the stairs.
Is there any light inside?
No.
Then I'm going to quickly spark a torch and throw it on my little torch holder.
Cool. All right. Excellent. You just put a bullseye on yourself. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. If they want to fuck around and find out,
Yeah.
come and fuck with the Paladin.
I can't wait. All right. You look about, and your shadow looms large over this porch. No, John. Brick still needs 3 before he's not exhausted. He still needs 3. We gave him 1, but everybody else, I'm just resetting everybody's stats and acting as if that combat that we started, we're just aborting all that because I'm not going to make everybody go back to what their stats were from a month ago before we did the side quests. So
Thank you.
If there are any torches inside or lamp holders, as we walk by, I'm just gonna. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't know what means.
So as we said, I have my beautiful little torch holder on my back. I've
Yeah.
got my shield and mace, my high armor set up. So I'm saying, as we're inside, if I see any lamps or torches moving through, I'm gonna just.
You're not inside yet, though. Do you try to open the door?
Are the windows large enough to move through?
The windows are standard window size. You'd have to make an athletics check to climb through with glass and everything, with the shattered glass.
Cool.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
17.
Yep. All right. You managed to get in there, even in your armor. You managed to get in without causing too much noise or disruption. Your torch flickers off of the room, and around you, you see furniture broken, chairs upturned, tables smashed. You see blood splattered everywhere. This looks like a slaughterhouse.
So I'm going to assume that basically they tried to barricade the doors and they came in through the windows and tore them apart from what I've seen outside, etc.
Funny thing is that the doors are closed, but there is no barricade there.
Then I'm going to go over the door and open the door and kind of wait for it and kind of
Okay. You see that the key is in the door on the inside, and you see blood splattered across the door from the inside. Give me an insight. I can see you trying to work it out. It makes sense in my head, so if you make a good insight check, I'll explain what I see here.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. You have no fucking clue what any of that means. So you, but you unlock the door with the key and open it. Everybody outside, you see Feld standing haloed in torchlight in the newly opened front door, in the doorway of our Hotel California, as it were. Just a pile of cocaine. No. And the quiet is oppressive.
Are there any torches or lamps that can be lit inside that I can see?
Yes, you do see. You do see some sources of light that you can light back up. The fireplace has been extinguished, but you could hypothetically light that back up. There are the candles and everything that were up in the chandeliers all seem to be out, but you could take a couple of moments and light the room back up if you'd like, but you get the feeling that the threat is not gone.
Okay.
Because it is still deathly silent.
Mm-hmm. Do I see any, so are people coming, or is the group coming inside?
I don't know, group, what are you guys doing?
Did Feld go inside the door, or is he just standing in the doorway?
He's standing in the doorway, but he already climbed through a window and has opened the door from the inside.
I will
go in.
I'll go inside.
Okay.
And I have dark vision, so I can see everything.
So yeah, you're already looking about, and Tara, you can see even more. Just this common room, ruined tavern tables, blood stains, the floorboards are torn up. General wreckage dominate this once cozy tavern room. All of the windows are smashed and the glass is inside. So it looks like whatever attacked came through the windows.
So something broke in, killed the people, and then stacked them outside. Then closed the door and locked it?
If they were using the door, maybe.
Is there
Well, it'd be hard to get bodies out of a window.
There is an upstairs.
There's also, we're looking for the basement. What we'd heard was that the high priest was in the basement.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of taverns will have their basement entrance behind the bar because that's how the they move large kegs. So we can start looking there.
All right.
I'm going to start looking for a basement entrance, I suppose I should say.
Give me 1 second here. What did I do with my maps? Maps. This is a fascinating place because as you look about the room, it's not just a standard tavern. It looks to be almost like a complex. Because as you look around the room, you can see that there are windows that look into a center garden with trees. But then you see the other, what looks to be a wall on the other side. So it's like the building is built around a central garden area. You're looking about, and Lauren, behind the bar, you find stairs that go up. Looks like service entrance that goes up. But you don't find...
I don't find anything that goes down?
Quite yet. You know what? I've got this all set up.
The kitchen?
Yeah, let me get... I've been...
Is the lower level just one big room, or are there offshoot rooms? I mean, how big is this place?
I would say that this is actually a very, very large...
Did that sense of desecration, did it have a particular area of radiant
the building?
wrongness? Okay.
You get the feeling that it's the building, for just lack of a better term. There's just...
Is anyone seeing this? Are you sharing?
Hold on, I'm getting your tokens on the map. It's all good. No. I'm getting everybody's tokens on the map here. Tokens on the map. I think this is everybody. I might grab a were rat or two by accident because I'm pulling this off of one of the previous encounter maps. What did I do with that map? There we are. Here's everybody. Do you guys have vision on? Oh, yeah, I haven't. I got to put you on the map first. That would help, wouldn't it? Oh, wrong one. This is the one. And
We can't see all of that.
well,
Surely.
yes and no.
Immediately.
I mean, as you guys are going about and lighting the torches and stuff, you do see more. There are no rats in this place. Like I said, I just grabbed a whole bunch of stuff off of one of the other maps and I'm dropping them in. And there's no lightsaber here. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Sorry, not sorry. You don't even have a hilt. Yeah. And you never will.
Ooh, that's
So
just hurtful.
The double doors are right there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing? Who cannot see right now?
I can see, but you're missing my token.
Okay, if you can see.
So the stairs up from the bar, that's these here.
What's that?
I was trying to remember if we brought Brick back from the dead, if he was still with us.
I mean, technically. Oh, and Seneca. Oh, no, Seneca, you're on that map.
Yeah, so these stairs behind the bar, that's what I found.
Yeah, those stairs go up.
And then there's like a causeway across the courtyard.
Looks to be the way, yeah. There we go. Oh, it's right, because I put him on the GM. Oh, that's right.
Maybe Shadow Lorenzo again. There we go.
And wrong map. I keep doing this. I keep going to the wrong map. Here we go.
Is there a second level, it's like a whole level with rooms?
Yes, there is a whole nother level. You do know that there is a way upstairs. That is a whole other level. You're looking about, and you do manage to find multiple stairways up, and you also do find a stairway down.
I'm going to move towards the stairway down.
Yeah, I think that's the first place we should go.
I can also go down. I have to find it out.
All right. Well,
And we don't see any bodies inside, correct?
no, you see plenty of chaos.
And it all seems like normal blood?
I mean, give me a nature check.
Like it's not green.
No, it is all humanoid. I can tell you that. You're not dealing with any sort of monster blood or anything weird.
Nature
That you can tell of, that you can tell. You do see some things that could be that the color is off. It might not be human. It might not be elf or dwarf. It could be animal. It's not quite the right shade of blood for human. But then again, this has all been sweltering and cooking and steaming in the jungle heat. But as you assemble at the stairway down, you hear and we're going to end there tonight.
Of course.
Cliffhanger.
All right, 9:58. I didn't want to get too far into this. Not when I knew that.
Well, it's good now. We got Brick back.
Yeah.
Seems like he's in a good place.
It's like old times, everybody.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill some monsters. We'll kill Lorenzo. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait,
It's gonna be great.
What?
Does the Tuesday CSI crew have a mass spectrometer or something like that? I mean,
If they roll really well, I'm going to give it to them. I'm telling you. But that's for the Tuesday crew to worry about. So, I keep making jokes about this. I really should make the Tuesday crew happen at some point. Just cleaning up after you guys. It'll be as big as Vox Machina versus the Mighty Nine. I'm telling you, it'll be great.
They're the final bad guys who attack us.
No, you guys are the final bad. After you defeat this campaign, they have to fight you.
Yeah.
So that'll be that. It's genius.
Finally put an end to this mess.
No one has ever thought of this before. No. All right. Well, we will be back next week, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Otto, John, oh my God, everybody in the comments tonight. Really, really appreciate you all just hanging out and chatting with us and bullshitting with us as we play tonight. Hope you guys all had a lot of fun. Really, really appreciate Denny and Nat and everybody else. Lisa, for everybody watching tonight. Hope you guys all had fun. I know I had a blast. I'm very, very excited to see what happens next week.
we're in some real action now.
I hope. As I mentioned, I'm going to be reopening, taking bookings in October. I hope that if you enjoyed watching this tonight, that you'll come and join me in the Barrow Maze, where we get old school on this shit and do some really, really hard dungeon crawling. I'm really psyched for that. So in the meantime, check me out. Like I said, mastermindadventures.com. And it is also my goal to have onlybrutes.com by the end of the month. You heard it here. So we're gonna make that shit happen. I'm very, very excited for that. So
is that where the Bard album is dropping?
I hope so.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's fucking drop a Bard album up on that. That'll be great. Like, seriously, for real though. But yeah, we'll be back next week, 7 p.m. Monday night, same Brute time, same Brute channel.
Love it.
Love it. So I've been Dungeon Master Greg, your DM for tonight. This has been the Brute Squad. We will be back next week. Have a great week. And until then, roll them 20s. All right, y'all. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.